2.
Mimics!
Nuggets!
Sorry, mimics in the wires. We managed to tempt them out the
Mimics!
cookies.
Nuggets!
Sorry about that. Unfortunately,
in the wires.
not entirely certain where through my spiel that went down.
So we were just getting
we
changed
were
into
just
road.
getting changed and dry, and the guy was waiting for us outside. That was
So yeah,
that
so,
was
that's roughly where it went down. So yeah, so you guys are in this. He's let you into like this very basic sort of like almost like barracks room. There's a number of beds with like curtains that go around them for a little bit of privacy. Like each bed has a chest, and in the wall there's like cubby holes with like very standard looking towels, robes, that sort of thing. And he's just allowed you to basically have the run of the place to, you know, get dry, get sorted.
Okay, this is nice so far.
Much better than the last one, I guess.
Yep, almost don't want to leave.
But
But
kind
here
of
we
on a
are.
time limit. Yeah. No, we have to.
Yeah. So yeah, guess I'll just quickly get myself washed, changed, dry.
So where are we putting our stuff? In these chests, or is this their chests? Like
He didn't say you had to leave your stuff. He's just said that you can go
Just
in there,
dry
get
off.
dry, and change your clothes if you want. You can keep
Yeah.
your own
Just-
gear on if you want. You don't have to change. He's not said that.
I feel like it's a test. Like you know,
I
you
think
have
you're
to keep this
overthinking it.
Put
task.
all my
Like, you have
things
to
in
wear
my
these
pack of
robes, and you
holding.
can't use your magical abilities or some shit.
Nah, I think you're thinking too much into it. He'll tell us what the test is, I'm sure.
Right.
Or we'll work it out.
Yeah, at the moment, you have
So
no
shall
idea
we-
if this is. You have no idea if this is the head honcho or whether this is just a janitor.
Yeah.
Right, so like, are we drying off but still wearing our clothes? How are we?
So Vienna will probably like, if she's got wet cloth in her clothing, she'll probably change that. But then she'll put all of her like her elven mail, she'll put that back on and all her normal gear. But she'll probably like an undergarment on the chain.
Yeah.
Probably swap.
Would you
that
just
for,
change the undergarments and then the armor will just towel off? And then
Yeah.
put it back on, yeah. So we keep
Yeah.
keep all of our shit.
Yeah, Vienna will kind of.
Curiosity.
Oh.
How baggy are these clothes on Xandal?
So you would actually find there is a range of sizes of clothing. And there is the ones that are quite obviously meant for the Dao, which are like from like anywhere from 7 feet to 10 feet tall and built like brick shit houses. And then there is actual normal like human, halfling, elven sort of sized garments. You get the feeling that though this monastery is majority Dao, they may occasionally have other members who are not. And roll me a history check, Sandal.
I'm really tempted to kind of like pull on the collar of his shirt and go, Jeremy H6.
See, I was going to go up to, whilst he's doing this check, I'm going to go up to Xandal and just be like, just behave yourself. I know what you're like around tall women.
It's not me.
That guy was a dude, not a woman.
So
But there's probably
19,
women around.
19.
I'm
So
glad that came. Oh, there it is.
yeah, it's come through. So you would know the Dao, after the Afriti, after the Fire Genie, are the ones who most heavily normally raid material planes. And however, you would guess that this sort of monastery probably doesn't engage in that. But if they ever came across an escaped slave or someone lost in the Underdark, having been left for dead in a mine or something, or in this elemental plane, not the Underdark, in this plane of Earth, this monastery would probably take them in and just let them live the rest of their lives here as part of the monastery. This is why they have these other sizes of clothing, in case they come across these other races whilst going through the plane of Earth and they need sanctuary. Like I say, the Dao here...
Explain this.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Dao here don't look like the Dao of the rest of the plane of Earth, who are very, very despotic and keep slaves and raid for slaves and all this sort of stuff. But this seems like a much calmer place than that, but they obviously deal with other races as well.
Yeah. Like, chances are, if they were going to do something, we'd already be slaves by now.
Yeah.
I will never be a slave ever again. Thank you.
So Vienna, she's ready. She steps outside, speaks to the guy, and she'll go, apologies, I never got your name. Sorry, here I am apologising again. Why am I saying sorry all the time? Is this something I've picked up on the surface world?
Saying sorry constantly shows a guilty conscience, I suppose, but could also be a clear conscience. Duality. Anyway, my name is Abbot Azhalan. A pleasure to meet you.
Abbott, I had a suspicion that you were on in charge.
Indeed. Even the one in charge must do the most menial of chores. Otherwise they lose touch with what needs doing around everyday things. And besides, sweeping gives one time to think.
I'm Vienna.
A pleasure to meet you, Vienna. And the rest of you?
I am Talia.
Talia,
Baldazian.
Vandal.
Badizin, Xandor, Blossom. I'm Ert. Pleasure to meet you, Ert. Now, I believe you are all here to take part in the test to try and earn the emerald, yes?
Yes.
Very good. Now I must warn you, you must each undertake 3 tests. You must all undergo all 3. Even if only one of you passes, you will get the emerald. But only that person will be permitted to hold the emerald. And we will see where things go. Follow me. And he watches his legs turn into this like swirling sandstorm, and he begins moving off.
Okay, we follow him.
He guides you to the main building of the monastery. And you think he's going to like guide you to some inner sanctum, but instead he opens a side door and you begin descending down into the earth. And slowly it becomes like you can feel the pressure of the earth rushing in around you. As you know that though you were in a cavern before, and now you are just going deeper and deeper down this winding staircase. And eventually it comes out into a corridor in which you see 6, not doors as such, but more like crypt doors. So like obviously just stone slabs in archways. And you watch as the abbot just sort of taps his broom and each of the slabs lifts up. First, the test of solitude. Please each enter a cell.
Okay.
I wander straight in.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, well done, Xandal. This one's on you.
As you enter,
Maybe
you
Blossom as
find
well.
Yeah.
you
I can
you
do this one.
find a roughly 2 meter by 2 meter room.
Oh, there's
No.
loads of room in here.
Again, these
Whereas
are
the
meant
rest
for
of us are just going to squish it.
these are meant for Dao. So
Yeah.
these, but there is only a small stone pillar rising out of the floor as a seat, and otherwise the room is completely empty. No lights, no windows, no nothing. And as
Okay.
you all enter, I'm assuming you all enter.
Yep.
Yep.
He smiles
Let's
and
give it a
goes,
go.
I will be back after one full cycle of the crystals outside. And he taps his broom, and the door slabs slide back down into place, plunging you all into pitch black silence.
Well, my first thought is how long does a cycle? Because we're kind of on a time limit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that's a bit worrying. Yeah,
You are unsure. And
it is what it
in,
is.
in
Yeah.
these rooms, there is no way to count time. There is only the sound of your heartbeats, your breathing, and the sound
But
of
for me, it's even worse because there's no sound at all.
Yeah,
Because I don't
yeah.
have a heartbeat and I don't
and
breathe.
the sound of creaking stone, dripping water, the sound of what sounds like small creatures burrowing through the rock.
I'm just gonna sit
Just
cross-legged in the middle of the
complete
room, close my eyes, and
Silence. I need each of you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Here we go.
Oh no.
because I would be perfectly calm, and my dice are going to be like, "Now you're going to panic because you're a little bitch." Like that's what's going to happen here.
Wisdom saving throw, yeah?
Is it still
Yep.
within the first 24 hours?
It is still within the first 24 hours,
Okay,
yes.
so I get advantage.
Natural 20, 27.
I should have shouted that one up first, but I was going to say, could I use a Domamu?
Yes, you may use a Domamu. I'll
Okay,
allow
so
that
makes it
retcon.
19. Yeah. Yes, that makes it a 19.
Okay. So,
That is partly a point. Is this what kind of wisdom check is this? Because if it's
it's a saving throw.
yeah, so if it's
Against.
yeah, is it like panic or fear of being isolated? Is
It's against... It's
or
less
is it
against,
kind of
like...
a general sanity thing?
It's a general sanity thing.
Yeah, because I've still got since Ben mentioned the 24-hour thing,
Yeah.
and I'm immune to fear.
Yeah, no, this is a general sanity thing.
Hmm.
So the only person there to fail with your Domamu being used would be Blossom. The rest of you are very used to quiet, sitting in meditation. Talia, you do it every night when you go into your trance. Vienna, it's part of your meditation anyway when
I
you
probably just get lost in my
rest.
thoughts generally when I'm on my own. So
Yeah, Val and are
Sandal's
both
just
used to
antisocial.
yeah.
Val and Ert are both used to praying for long periods of time. Xandal, you're used to sitting and focusing on plans and designs in your head. Blossom, you are a much more physical being, much more active. It's very rare for you to not be tracking something with your eyes or listening to some sound.
Or just hearing ambient stuff, because
Yeah, but in this, it is just, there is nothing, and it starts to get to you. Your leg begins to jitter a little bit. Your tail is twitching. You feel that urge to run, to do something, but there's no room. You can't even pace. time continues to pass, you don't know how much or how little, and the darkness presses in on all sides. Even those of you with dark vision, this is complete darkness. There is not even the faintest shred of light to see by.
I've got my
So
eyes closed
even,
anyway, so...
yeah, even for those with dark vision, there is nothing to see. I need another wisdom saving throw, please, as more time passes.
Again, using another
Oh,
domain.
failed this time. 15.
Mm.
Oof. Yeah, 15 for me.
So, just wait for that. Yeah. So again, Blossom passes this time. Blossom, you've managed to find
done.
sort of a... Yep, 17 was the DC.
I was expecting you to just be nothing but fails because I've got a +0.
No. The first
I'm a
the first two
+7,
DCs
man.
the first two DCs were 17. You missed it by one last time.
Oh, right.
You managed to just sort of like calm yourself and sort of like go, no, come on, we can. You think back to like some meditation exercises when you were first taming your lycanthrope side, and you try and do a few of them and just ease your breathing. Talia, you start to get not quite restless as such.
I think it might be the bugs. Because
No.
I nearly had a fucking meltdown, you know, with the things that got under the skin
Yeah.
with the dragon. It might remind me of that, and I'm a little traumatized from that. So
I would
feel like
would say
that might irritate her.
I would say for you it's more PTSD. It's more flashbacks to hiding in foxholes during war. It's more like lying in wait in the dark on missions, not knowing if an enemy is about to stumble on you or anything. And it's little bits like that, like the chittering in the walls starts to sound like the rattle of armor. The creak of the stone is sounding like the flying of like catapult ammunition, and you're just like you're trying to shake off these thoughts of like all the worst like foobar missions you've ever been on, all the missions that went completely off the rails and ended in deaths of squad mates or deaths of civilians, and you're trying not to let yourself get dragged down into this quagmire. Xandal, you find your hands twitching. You've spent the first time planning ideas in your mind. You used the time wisely. You were plotting things out, but now after that, there's now the urge of, but now I want to try it. Now I want to see if that hypothetical will work. Will it if I do attach that to that, will it do what I expect? The numbers are only so good. I need practical application, and it's starting to get to you.
Need to keep my hands busy.
Again, more time passes. Silent, dark, lonely. I need everyone to make me one final wisdom save, please.
Okay, another Dormammu.
They fail.
Oh.
Oh. Okay,
To be
that's a
fair-
What did
26.
they get? What did they? Oh, 22.
To be fair, I was actually expecting Fiona to naturally fail this because she gets entwined in her own thoughts, and the
That
thoughts
failed.
always
That-
turn against her.
Urt is probably now beginning to feel the sugar crash.
Oh no.
Urt is licking the walls, hoping it's rock candy.
I will say that you did roll intelligence for it.
Oh, did I?
Oh, you might, yeah, that's intelligence saves, not wisdom.
Yeah,
You might want
let me-
to just make the wisdom saves instead.
Oh,
I'll let you. There we go. It's fine. Okay, so, yeah, the two who failed this time is Blossom and
I mean, it was
Vienna.
the same modifier.
So,
No, it's a difference of 10, +1 versus +11. So
yeah, different one. Yeah,
I meant
plus 11 for the whiz.
intelligence save +1.
It's +1.
Wisdom
and the
save
wisdom
plus.
save is
Oh, it does say
+11.
+11. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Just, for some reason, my eyes were just like the extra one to make it.
we need to
11
get your
doesn't
eyes
exist.
tested.
I'm not wearing my glasses. That's why.
Vienna, you start to have not flashbacks as such, but phantom sensations.
Yeah,
The
I was going to say,
snickering-
Fiona's the sort of person, her thoughts do turn against her. She can actually
Yeah.
turn on herself quite
For
quickly.
you, it's you've managed so far, but then there's the skittering sound of something coming out of the wall. And it reminds you of times when you were younger, when your mother would punish you by locking you in rooms with spiders, in like small rooms like this with spiders. And you can feel the phantom sensations of spiders crawling over your skin and having to sit carefully and not antagonize them, and you weren't allowed to kill any of them because obviously spiders are the sacred creatures of Lolth. And all that sort of thing. And if you were found in there with a dead spider after you'd been locked in, then that was double the punishment.
Thank God you don't have the goggles on.
Yeah.
And Blossom, you had managed to stave off that middle section through these meditation exercises, but now it's backfired because you have connected with your inner were-tiger, and your inner were-tiger does not like being caged. And this feels like a cage. You are starting to feel like the were-tiger trying to force its way out, wanting to break down the door, to run, to leave this place. And you are using every ounce of your self-control to stay in your normal form. And just as you feel like you're about to crack, the doors begin to open and light floods in. Sound floods back in.
Whew.
And you see Abbot Al-Zahar stood there going, "Only one of you failed. Not bad, not bad. I'm
Yeah.
terribly sorry, Blossom. You aren't particularly meant for this sort of test, it seems."
No, but it's good to give it a try at least.
And you watch as he reaches out with the broom and just taps you on the forehead, and you feel your inner lichen just settle instantly.
You know, in a cat's cage, you swat them with a newspaper, like.
Squirted with a big mortar ball. Like, what?
Now, like I say, the most of you've passed, so I will consider it a full group pass. I'll be gentle. Are you all ready to take a second trial, or do you need some time?
We don't really have time.
How long has it been?
Oh, it's been 12 hours.
Would that count as a long rest?
Yeah.
That would, but you will lose your temporary hit points if you want to have taken a long rest. Just so
we haven't
you're
got
aware.
temporary hit
I'm
points anyway.
good.
For those who had them still. But yeah, so feel free to take a long rest if you wanted to. You were sat
I will,
doing
because it will put me
nothing.
back up.
Are all of these tests going to take 12 hours? Because we are
Don't
kind of
have a
behind
lot
it.
of time. Yeah.
We
Take
have
as long
less
as
than
they
10
take.
days to save the world, so.
This was the longest of the tests,
Oh, good.
depending on the user,
Cool.
depending on the taker.
I'm
We will
ready.
see how things go. Very
Yeah,
good.
I'm ready.
Follow me then. And he guides you back up that long winding staircase back into the monastery. He guides you through a number of winding hallways, past rooms where you can see Dao engaging in martial arts or meditation. There's one room where you walk past and there is one who is hitting a bell that rings silently. And every time it hits, sound just vanishes for a moment. And you get the feeling this is probably what is affecting this cavern and drowning out that ringing that you were having in the tunnels on the way here. But eventually he brings you down a sloping tunnel again, deeper into the earth, to a door. This one is one at a time.
What is
Okay.
the test?
This is the Trial of Echoes. Beyond this door lies the Echo Chamber, a perfectly shaped room that will test you. You must step inside and speak a truth out loud. The
Okay.
chamber will then echo it back at you, but it may not always come in your own voice. It may come in those voices of those you know or those you may know. It will test you. It will question you.
Okay.
It
I'll
will
give
test
it a
your
go.
resolve. Very good. And he, again, taps his broom and this stone door opens, and within you can see a huge empty chamber, but this time lit, and there is a walkway out to a central pedestal. in the very center. Go to the center, and once the door closes, speak your truth.
Okay. Wish me luck, guys. And
Good
off I go.
luck.
Hopefully I won't need it. And I'll go to the central chamber and wait for the door to
Yeah,
shut.
the door shuts behind you, and you can already hear just the vaguest rustle of your clothing is echoing back from the walls at you, almost sounding like the shuffling of an audience, listening and murmuring.
Interesting.
And as you say interesting, it echoes back, and you can hear your own voice going interesting, but then it changes. It goes interesting, 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 in many different voices.
Okay.
Is the door shut yet?
The door has fully shut. You are alone in this chamber.
This is my problem. I have to think of a truth.
I love Gunter.
As you say that out loud, you hear it echoed back at you. I love Gunter. I love Gunter. I love Gunter. I love Gunter. And then you hear from behind you the voice of your mother. Do you really love him? And then from another side, the voice of your father. Love gets you killed. The voice of your trainer from camp. Attachments can mean weakness. Another voice, this time sounding vaguely like the Raven Queen. Your Fred could mean that you have to be alone. Another voice, sounding vaguely like Gunter himself. Are you sure that you can give me your whole heart? And these voices keep coming. Various people you've known, various people you haven't, questioning this truth, questioning it, throwing it back at you. I need you to make a charisma saving throw. Six.
Every time something that Talia would be good at because of her fucking history, I fail at, and it infuriates me beyond belief.
Hang on. I'm not saying the charisma saving throws at the end of.
I know. I
ordeal.
just hate that things that I should be good at is what my character's
Just
shit
pause
at,
and
and it's
wait and
like,
listen.
what is the point in making
These
stats shit if it's just
these voices begin to spread seeds of doubt. They begin to take root in your heart, and you begin to think, well, yeah, am I able to give Gunter enough? Is this love dangerous for him? Is this
Or like my heart
something?
doesn't beat, does he want a dead thing?
Exactly. These are some of the things that are like coming at you. How do you respond to this?
Well, be like, say what you want. I know that I love him, whether that's a good thing or not. That's for life to decide. Like, I love him. I'm gonna marry him. Like, none of you are. You might have the voices of my friends and family, but my father's dead. My mother's dead. Like, my trainer's probably dead. I don't know. Is he still alive? Maybe. I don't know.
You hear Maverick's voice. What if I don't give my blessing? You hear Val's voice.
Give a fuck. I've always rebelled against my dad, foster parent. Like, I don't care what he says.
You hear Val's voice. What if he betrays you?
He won't.
You hear Xandel's voice. What if it isn't happily ever after?
Better to have loved and lost than to never love at all.
Make me another charisma saving throw with advantage.
Natural 20.
As you say that and you believe it with all your heart, you strengthen your resolve, and you ignore the voices, and you ignore the accusations and the shouting of these people, and eventually the echoes die away, and you hear the door rumble behind you. And for the rest of you outside, it's been 20 minutes. Talia has been inside there for 20 minutes. You have no idea what's happened within. But as she comes out...
Playing a little game of trying to move as silently as possible so that I can't hear a single echo of my clothing, just because...
Once the doors
something I
opened,
enjoy
the
doing.
echoes stopped.
Oh, do they? Ah.
The echoes only...
Yeah, I wanted to see if I could get past.
No, the perfect shape for the echo requires the door to be
The
closed.
door to be shut. Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'll just come out and be like, that wasn't so bad.
Who is next?
I can go next.
Very well. Enter.
I'm assuming I
And,
can't talk about what happened in there until everyone's done it. No
I
pre-warning.
would request that you not.
Okay, I'll be quiet then.
And Val, as you reach the center and the door closes, and again you hear as you make minor movements and shifts of your stance, the clink of your armor, the rustle of your clothes begins to turn into this cacophony of what sounds like an audience of faceless people waiting.
He stands there for a minute or two and he ponders, because there's a couple of things that plays on the back of his mind. Truths that he hasn't really spoken about. The regret on when he did the trial with his god, with Nomawid. But he comes back to when he had to pluck on the strings of fate. And he says out loud, whilst I was shown a string of fate that could allow me to get back to Ralwyn, going back to that path would betray her memory with what I would have to do. So I would never do that. So she just sits as she is.
It's then that you hear your mother's voice. But you would give up love, the greatest gift of all. And then a voice that you don't recognize. You are a fool. And then Worthington's voice, you idiot boy. And then you hear your trainer's voice, Fandor, I told you to live life to the full, boy. What are you doing? And all of these accusations and questions coming at you, questioning this decision, asking whether this was really the right choice, whether it was what Raren would have wanted. Did you ever consider her thoughts? Did you ever consider her feelings? Did you think about how it could affect everything? I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please. Okay.
So I've got
How do
advantage.
you respond? Yeah. And how do you
I
respond?
respond with, I've never really loved before, and I don't know whether my interaction with Ralwyn was really love. But you know what? If it means betraying my friends, I love my friends, and I would never give them up. Sorry.
Al, I need you to make a
Carefully.
perception check at disadvantage.
Oh, what, sorry?
A perception check at disadvantage. Just as the door begins to open, just as it begins to crack ever so slightly, you hear a final voice whisper right beside your ear, in Rowan's voice. You chose right.
Wait.
What?
You chose
Yep.
right.
Thank you. And you're not sure if it was a trick of the ear, whether it was just the echoes in this place, or something more.
Slight tear rolls down his eyes, but he walks out and he gets a little bit of closure in that as well.
As you walk out, you see Abbot Aslahan looking at you with a knowing look in his eye. He goes, some truths are harder than others, but we are better for facing them than for hiding from them. Please stand with Talia. And who will go next?
Just kind of pat his shoulder.
Blossom, you're next.
Am I?
Is Fiona the
I've
coward?
already failed, so is it necessary?
It's a group.
You have
group
failed
pass.
one test, Blossom. If we do not face all the tests put in front of us, we may as well not live.
Xandor?
I'll go in. I'll go in.
as
You
Anne goes to guide Blossom in, Xandor's just already gone. Oh, never mind. The door closes again, and again, Xandor, you can hear as you stand and shift your movement, that rustling sound as of hundreds, thousands of people you cannot see, murmuring, waiting.
As the natural pessimist of the group, I stand in the middle. I take a deep breath. I fear I hold everyone back.
You hear your father's voice. You always were a disappointment. You hear Haslick's voice. You would have been better keeping hold of me. I could have helped you much more. You hear your sister's voice. It's all your fault. Father was always harder on me because of you. You hear your brother's voice. It's because of you I had to take the path I did. Why couldn't you just do what you were meant to do? You hear Finri's voice. Xandal, why aren't you ever here when I need you? Make a charisma saving throw, please.
This is
It's
where
the
I
Finri
fail
one,
it.
man.
I have
Finri
a
one cut
minus
most.
1.
15. As you sort of stand there and you feel these accusations and these words washing over you, they begin to chip at your armor. They begin to chip away at your resolve, and you find, did you make the right choice? Yes, you love artifice, but maybe you should have stuck with the path your father had chosen. It would have saved your brother from heartache and a role that he never asked for. It would have saved your sister from so much in the way of family pressure. Your father, if you'd never gone that route, you never would have had to deal with Haslick. Your father would not be an invalid right now. How do you respond?
Though I fear I hold everyone back, I have to try. I have to stand on my own feet and believe that what I'm doing is the right choice. And I know that regardless of the outcome, there are people that will still stand by me.
Will they stand by you? Will they in the end? Are you sure they won't just leave? Your father's voice rings out. And then Rachna veils. Sometimes people can get fed up of people like you, Xandal. There's only so many times we can come to your rescue. You hear the voice of... I'm trying to remember her name. The lady in green, I think, is probably the easiest way to refer to her. Of the one who
You're the one
controls
in
the
your
bone
head.
claw.
Yeah.
No,
You're
the one
in
who
your head.
controls the bone claw.
Oh,
big
yeah.
fish,
And she goes, you died nearly for your friends, and they had to save you. You ran off half-cocked. What a fool.
Stop laughing at the word cock.
You hear
Better
Brazag.
half cock than
Whole cock.
never to try at
All
all.
in.
Go ahead and make me charisma saving throw
You
with
were what I
advantage.
said, but with a cock.
With advantage, did you say?
With advantage, yes.
Ooh.
19. You manage to bolster yourself and you return with this, realizing that you think that you are right, and that you, though you don't necessarily make the right choice, you stand by it and you see it through. And the voices fade and the door opens.
I step out. My heart is like literally pounding in my chest because, like, even I know that some of those echoes hold absolute truth. And even then, I have to stand with my own conviction that,
And
yeah, I may cock
Abbott-
it up, but I have to try.
The abbot looks at you and goes, some truths hit hard, and the echoes hit harder. But being able to stand by one's decision is the best way to go forward.
Thank you.
Who is next?
Come on, Vienna, don't be a coward.
What about
This.
We're going to just have Ertz happen.
Okay.
Because I'm
Okay.
not role-playing Ert's own one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't want to have a
Do it,
conversation.
do
so
it, do
kind of
it.
want to see you chat
I
to yourself for
like-
5 minutes.
No.
You don't want to
As
argue.
DM,
next-
as
next
DM,
Christ.
I say no.
So it's between me and Blossom.
Hers would have just been,
Honestly,
I miss sugar, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was already pushed
Yeah.
towards the door. If you want more time, but I think mine's a bit of an oof.
As you enter the chamber, Blossom, and the door
Val's
closes
mum is the
again.
best shag I've ever had.
As you stand and your clothing shifts and moves, the
That's
clink
it.
of your whip blade sounds like this crowd of invisible people
Mm-hmm.
waiting for you to make your truthful statement.
I will not
Just
make it
ignore
back
the
to
crowd.
Medora.
Chamber goes deathly silent, no echoes, and a single choking voice comes into your ear. You would abandon me? As Rook's voice comes out, and then another voice from the other side sounding like Amber. You would abandon what we were building? Grifter's voice next. You would stop protecting those who are innocent? The voice of your trainer from the Order of the Lycan. Though you may lose your gift, you could still do good. Why would you give up now? Make a charisma saving throw, please. 18. How do you respond to these voices?
In particular to the one from the Order of the Lycan, dealing with the devil is not something I take lightly. I understand that what he would deem a cure could be catastrophic for others.
No more voices sound out, but the door slowly opens. As you exit, Aslahan doesn't even say anything to you. He just gives a nod. The nod of a man who understands when someone has made a difficult decision. A nod of a wise man who understands that you know what you might have to do, and you are willing to do it. One left, my dear diplomat.
You can do
Yeah.
it.
Fiona's just like, she's so reluctant to go in. It's just like, I feel like I.
Did you not hear me basically plead with the DM? Don't make me say this out loud.
And the DM went, this is the whole point of this trial.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
You can do this, Vienna. You're the greatest talker out of all of us.
It's not
Yeah.
like you have to say something.
Yeah, but you can bullshit other people. You can't
So
bullshit
personal.
yourself.
And
I mean, you can.
and Vienna just looks at Blossom, says, "That's the problem," and then walks in.
Mm-hmm.
The door
She's very good at bullshitting herself.
The door slides closed behind you, and again, as you stand on this podium in the center of this echoing room, your shifting feet and your waving clothing sounds susurrationing as the invisible crowd murmurs and waits.
Vienna just takes a deep breath and basically says, "I don't fear anything than I do my own mind."
You hear the voice of Mother Night. Afraid of the demons that lurk within. You hear your mother's voice. My upbringing is still in there, daughter. You can't change who you are on the inside. You hear the voice of Emperor Barras. Diplomats wear many masks, but it never changes who they are within. Go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
That's 20.
That's funny. How do you respond to these words and accusations?
She closes her eyes, listens to them, and says, "But you're all wrong. I'm already changing, and I've never changed as much as I have the last few months I've been with these, I am not the same person who left Naveen.
And as the door begins to open, again, like with Val, you hear one final faint whisper. But it's not a voice you've heard any time recently. It's a voice you only heard briefly in passing, when you had just opened a number of slave pens in Naveen before you left. The voice of a young girl. All she had said to you that time was thank you. And now you hear, you're changing for good.
Fiona doesn't cry very often, but she's really fighting.
And as you exit, and as Lahan smiles, a grandfatherly, craggy smile. Well done. Do you all need a moment before the final test?
Just a few breaths and I'll be good.
Come. I will take you to the refectory. You may have a meal and a drink. It has been a long time since you last ate or drank from arriving here. And he guides you away from the Chamber of Echoes to back up into the monastery proper and to a humble but large dining room, basic stone tables and benches that look like they've been well worn by the passage of many buttocks and many cleanings, and a simple fare of like a mushroom and bug stew is placed in front of you with fresh water to drink, and you are all able to refill your bellies, hydrate, and chat or process what has happened either together or by yourselves.
Are we allowed to talk about it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As Lahan has moved a little bit away, he's having his own meal, but at a different table. He's letting you have some privacy to decompress.
That's a masochist dream, that room.
Why? Why was
Yeah.
it masochist theme? It wasn't that bad.
Well, actually,
Seriously,
Pretty
yes.
bad.
it depends how your own head thinks, I guess. I'm with Val on this one.
What
Yeah, I'd
tooth
have
did
to
you
say the
give?
same.
I just said I loved Gunter, and then they were like, "Oh, but do you?" And I was just like, "Well, yeah." And then that was it.
I just
Well-
said I loved all my friends.
Nice.
Oh, you soppy git. Fiona,
I think
yeah.
my own demons, so to speak.
Haslick?
No. Myself.
You too. That Fiona kind
Yeah.
of pats him on the shoulder. Yeah, same.
What was yours?
Yeah, what?
I went in and I said that there was nothing sweeter than sweets. And let's just say I eventually realized that there's much sweeter things than sweets.
Like a certain Wilma?
Like friendship.
I'd love
And,
And she looks at all of you.
and
Give her
you're
a
a
hug.
soppy git too.
I love you guys.
There's just like a puddle of all of us going, I love you there.
You see out the corner of your eyes as Lahan smirking as he's like, this you can see him thinking like this happens every time we use that echo chamber.
It's like group therapy.
But yeah,
Eventually you finish your meals and your drinks and you feel calmer. You feel
Well, it's
emotionally
probably
settled.
worth actually discussing mine as well.
yeah.
Only if you want to discuss it, Blossom.
Yeah, since I've already said it, it did give me time to confirm that I don't think I can afford to go back to Medora.
What do you mean?
You're
What do you mean?
Staying here?
The deal that I made for the trinket, it was to lose my lycanthropy.
Right? It's not your entire personality.
No, but when dealing with devils, it is often the worst outcome that you should predict.
Well, you'd just be a normal tabaxi. What's the deal? Or do you mean it's not a question of losing the beast, but
To lose my
something else?
humanity.
But you're tabaxi,
If-
you're not a human.
Oh, well.
Semantics. Yeah,
Humanity?
yeah.
Yeah.
You're my tabaxi
Yeah.
humanity. Yeah.
Yes, she's a tabaxi, but she's also a humanoid.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, right.
that's
Yeah, I
right.
guess. But wouldn't you be more tabaxi if you want to wear tiger?
I think what
That's not
Blossom's
how it
trying
works.
to say is
Effectively, my hybrid form is the combination of a sentient humanoid creature and a monster. To lose one form, I would no longer be lycanthrope. In a devil's eyes, removing my human form would be losing lycanthropy. I would be rendered nothing more than a monster.
I
mean,
think
it's
I
not-
understand.
But you
Yes,
can't
but,
know that
we
for
still-
certain.
Yeah, but you can't just be you have to confront it. You can't just think of some hypothetical like you don't know. They like to play tricks. Maybe it isn't that. Maybe the whole point is the torment you're going through right now. That is
Perhaps.
the thing.
But if it does come to that, I would
Then
hope
I will
could
take you
on
out.
you. That's
Well,
all I
try.
would... Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want me to promise to kill you if you lose control, I can do that.
I'd just make
That
another deal.
is all I would ask.
If that was the issue, I wouldn't we'd find any possible way of keeping you.
Sometimes it's not that simple, Val.
No, I know, but
And you can
Before
just
it-
make matters worse.
before it
Obviously,
comes
I
to the-
wouldn't just instantly kill them. I'd try and stop them. But if you have to be willing to, if you know what I mean.
It is something I considered before taking the deal. I am comfortable giving up my lycanthropy through death. If that's what it
Well,
comes to, all I would ask is that you do what needs to be done.
I can
have my
also
word.
promise that.
Thank you.
Let's hope it doesn't happen,
Once-
but
once we've exhausted every other possibility of
We
Make-
cross the bridge when it. This might even be a mute point.
This is why I didn't want to go to Val with this. I
Yeah.
was going to go in secret to Vienna because she's got questionable morals and
yes.
I think-
well, maybe not as
me and
many.
Fiona would probably be the most
Yeah.
likely to go, yeah, I'll kill you if you ask.
Yeah,
yeah,
feel like
I've thought about this quite a bit actually. I was thinking of going to Talia as well, but Talia's already had to excuse her own dad. Didn't know if I wanted to add to that.
not my dad, so bit different. But
Yeah, technically. Yeah, I thought first about going to Val because Paladin, oath to prevent suffering, but also Paladin of Mercy. I'm going to exhaust every option before killing you. Yeah, that's
just don't go to Earth
Yeah.
because Earth's the healer, like literally goes
Yeah.
against everything.
I will heal you to death. Yes.
mhm.
Now, all I've got to ask is
Well,
if you did
all
want
we
it to
need
be
is a
done.
spray bottle. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
If you did want it to be done, do you want to be death by cows or death by giant owls?
I mean, I was just going to stab them between the fourth and fifth rib. You know.
I'm trying to be
Quickest
funny about
way.
the scenario, trying
Yeah.
to lift the mood a bit.
I actually searched. I don't know if warlocks can get to 9th level spells without. No,
They get
they don't
one
get
ninth level
ninth-
spell with a Mystic Arcanum.
All right, because I was thinking power word kill would work if towards the end of this, if there's a fight that I'm below 100 health, and I
100
can
hit
just
points,
wink
yeah,
to
we can
Vienna and
just
she can
end
just go power word kill. Whoops, wrong target.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Out of character, guess what I've now got in my inventory?
Wait, do you have power word kill? Nice.
So,
Well, I'm glad
yeah.
we all know what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just you got to say the line.
So what needs
Are
to
they
be done
behind
is
100?
Val out of the way, and then
Wait, what's the line?
I was gonna say you have to say the words. Are you under 100 hit points?
Oh, sure.
Because that was the only other use of power word kill in the campaign so far.
aim for sleep
Event.
below 100, or is it just below a lower thing? What is it for sleep?
It's for sleep. It's like they roll they roll dice, and it's if you're below the number they roll.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah, they roll a number of dice, and they can put a number of hit points under that amount to sleep. So you can do multiple targets, but they have to all have hit points that are added up under what you rolled. Eventually, Aslahan comes over and looks over you all and goes, "A light meal, but it seems a heavy conversation. Are you all prepared for the final test?"
I wouldn't say
Yes.
prepared, but ready to face it. Yes.
Very good. Follow me then. And he guides you, this time even deeper into the monastery and down underground once more. And this time the
Jamiroquai is back.
the stone around you has this light hum. And eventually he reaches a door. Beyond this door is the test of scales. Beyond this door is the only room in the monastery and the only point in the crystal helix where the two crystals meet. You will enter one at a time. Place your hands on the altar, and you will not be able to leave until you have reconciled your extremes.
We're gonna be here a while, man.
Who will be first?
So who wants to go first?
Honestly, I don't mind getting out of the way.
Not
but
sure
you
if
wanna
I'm
go
the
then, you
only
can.
one that thought when you said scales, I was thinking like dragon scales, not weighing
Or, like,
scales.
I was thinking more
I actually
weighing
thought
scale.
weighing scales. I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
it
it's
took
fine.
me-
I was like- I was saying
took
I
me
don't
a
want to go
little
first,
too
Ben,
long
but if
to
you
figure that
want to
out.
go first,
Yeah.
I would be
Right.
happy to go first unless anybody else has got like an incentive to go first.
No, you go, Val. you go.
So
Yeah, I'm
Val,
going to be
as
last
you
again.
as
Yep.
he opens the door for the rest of you, there is just this pitch black. You cannot see past it. And Val, as you pass through, you feel this faint magical tingling. All of your magical items other than your soulbound item are now inactive. They do not work. Only your soulbound item still works. And you see ahead of you an altar.
Okay, let me just switch.
On that map.
Why is there a man?
Cool.
Oh,
Um,
map though. It's not one of these mosaic puzzles, is it, where you've got to get all of the black squares on one side and all the white squares
Well,
on the other.
you'll find out.
You know, like those little toys that you get where you've got like the squares, you've got to move them around.
I guess I
Oh,
follow the
I
instructions and see what
saw-
happens.
As
I
you
used
place-
to be really good at those puzzles, and I tried one a while ago. I could not for the life of me get it.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I suck at
hate
them.
them with a passion. I hate them.
No, I love puzzles. Like puzzle
As-
games all over them.
As you place your hands on the altar, Val, in two crystalline hand indents, you feel a magical rush go over your body and then split in two, and two beads of light shoot out of you, one in each direction. In the center of the black crystal, a form appears, and in the center of the white crystal, a form appears. In the center of the black crystal, you see a hulking, fur and rag-covered bronze dragonborn, wielding a warhammer. His one eye cloudy and scarred, his whole body covered in scars as he snarls. And you're looking at yourself, but different. On the other side, another bronze dragonborn appears. This one wielding a mace and a holy symbol of Pelor as he looks at you, dressed in cleric's robes, and waits. And you stand in the very center between these two versions of yourself.
Val stands for a minute very, very confused. Like, he says out loud, it can't be that two sides of me just have to fight. Fighting is not really the answer.
The barbarian in the center of the black crystal goes, fighting is always the answer. It's the only way to get revenge. It's the only way to make them pay. On the other side, the cleric goes, fighting may not always be the answer, but neither is dealing with those who would deal in the darker parts of this world, which you have done.
What dark are you referring to me in this instance, or are you referring to this guy in the dark? I'm talking to the cleric.
Your friends, I aid those who have in the past aided in slavery, in murder, in war crimes. There are higher routes to salvation than those. The barbarian goes, foolish, poncy god boy. Only way to make sure someone stays down is to put a hammer through their head. You can see the barbarian is starting to stalk forwards. He looks like he's going.
Both answers are correct, and both answers are wrong. If it's the end of the world, and everybody dies, and an evil god goes and fucking enslaves the rest of the universe, then slavery comes back and even more bad comes on. At the same time, sometimes you've got to hold back, sometimes you've got to weigh up things and decide, do you kill one person or do you save a bunch of other people?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I have a feeling I'm going to fail this test, guys.
22. You see the cleric, that what is quite obviously the pure good version of yourself, giving a little bit of ground, sort of seemingly nodding, maybe seeing a few of your points. The evil version of yourself just laughs and continues to advance. It's at this point I'm going to have to ask you to roll initiative, please.
Do I have to roll it twice for each one?
I am in control of the others. You need to roll for yourself.
Oh, okay, cool.
See, I'm going to have your problem, Annette, in that I think I would be very
and my
good at
evil
it.
one is probably going to be really nasty.
I think Fiona should be really good at it, being a diplomat, but my dice might let me down.
I know my dice will let me down. Like,
Yeah,
I've got
so
three
I'm like-
persuasions, so I feel like I'm going to find some.
Yeah.
But I can give myself an advantage. He said that the soul items work, but I probably wouldn't, because I feel like that would be cheating and probably an automatic fail. But yeah, he can do this because he's the DM, so he has access to our character sheets as well.
Oh, no.
So this is where you now regret the choices you made in the character sheet,
No. The DM has spent the past couple of days making 2 character sheets for every
one.
I have got separate character sheets with new classes and new features for all of them.
I can't wait to see what my evil self is. I bet you I'll be so hot. Like, I bet you.
So, top of the round, it is Evil Val's turn. He is going to move his 5, 10, 15, 20 movement to
End
get
up
you
making
there.
out with both sides of myself.
Yeah. Do I need to... I've got a +1 magical armor. Do I need to turn that off?
You do need to turn that off, yes.
Cool, yeah, I'll do that now.
And you can see neither of these guys have any magical items on them. They are all plain. Whether they can cast spells or not, and whether you can, you are so far unsure. The Evil Val is going to use his bonus action to rage.
I'm glad I didn't take a long rest. I've still got that temporary hit points.
BRB.
Okay. and he is going to attempt to hit you with his warhammer. As he's going to swing that down, and he's going to make the attack recklessly. It's going to be that's a nat 20.
Oh shit.
And yeah, this could be interesting. Okay, so it's 1d10 because he's wielding it two-handed. Plus the extra for rage. So he gets +4 from that. And he also gets the d6 from Divine Fury. Okay, so
Just to clarify, we can't die during this trial, can we? Because I really can't afford to die.
you are unsure.
You
Great.
don't know.
I really don't want to go fight for 5 years because you guys are on your own otherwise.
You're going to take 22 points of bludgeoning damage. Let me just check that's right. No, sorry, 27 points of bludgeoning damage. And then 8 points of necrotic damage, which obviously for you is halved to 4. As the Divine Fury kicks in from that. He is then going to make his second
You're not going to smite
attack.
me. Sorry,
yeah, you can make
I
another
give you the
bonus
opportunity if that's there.
He is not a paladin, so no, he cannot smite.
Okay, cool.
Berserker, it's the other one that's the paladin.
He's a barbarian. The other one's a
The
cleric.
other one's a cleric.
Oh, yeah.
The
Smite?
second Warhammer attack with advantage. That's going to be a 15. Going to be a 26 to hit, so I'm assuming that hits.
No, of course it doesn't.
That's 9 points of bludgeoning damage from the second Warhammer hit, and because he scored a critical and he has Great Weapon Master, he gets a attack as a bonus action. Reckless again. That's going to be 22 to hit,
Yeah.
and the third strike is going to be 5. That's 13 points of bludgeoning damage. As he just runs in, like laughing and swinging this massive warhammer, smashing it into you 3 times, once into each shoulder and once into your chest, caving in parts of your armor. It's now the cleric's turn.
Ow.
Cleric, seeing all that's happened there, you did manage to begin persuading him, but he's not quite sure yet. So he is going to cast Spirit Guardians as his action.
I think this is the ultimate revenge for all the Spirit Guardians.
But he is then going to remain where he is. And Val, it's now your turn.
Having been smashed, turns to the barbarian and because it's one of his moves as well, recognize that he hit Divine Fury, so knows exactly what path he's taken, and says, "You're meant to be helping the gods, or at least somewhat. I assume you've gone down the path of the warrior of the gods. Yes, your soul is marked for endless battle.
Your god.
Doesn't matter if it's my god. If all the gods end up going, then you go as well. That's what's going to happen if we lose here. It doesn't matter about my specific oath, your specific oath, his specific oath. If the world ends, we all end, and that's the only thing that fucking matters right now."
Barbarian just grins savagely and just goes, "The gods are stronger than you think, and they don't give a damn about a tiny world. I just want my revenge."
How are you going to get your... What is your revenge? What are you trying to reconcile?
Go ahead, roll a persuasion check. This will be your action.
That's fine.
Behind you, the cleric seems to be listening. It seems to be maybe coming over to your side of thinking. You don't think you've gotten through to the barbarian at all. You still have bonus action and movement if you want to take it.
You know what? I'm not going to hit him. Can I use my bonus action or movement to just... If he's not going to listen to words, I'm just going to stick my forehead right up against his fucking forehead. Just ready for the next round.
Okay.
I'm going to stare at him eye to eye and just be like, if we've got to go, we've got to fucking go. But I'm trying to be reasonable here.
Okay. So.
And lick his
now
nose.
His turn again. Thanks for
No, that was a joke.
I didn't do his brutal critical.
Thank
too late now.
goodness.
Yeah, it is too late. That should have been 3 extra damage dice on his critical hit. Yeah, so he is just going to come wailing in with another 3 Warhammer attacks. He's just, or 2 Warhammer attacks.
Is it a disadvantage
Reckless.
because he's too close to me?
Nope.
Isn't it? I thought it was 10 foot with the Warhammer.
Warhammer is 5 foot reach.
Okay, that's fair. I thought it was 10. When I had it, my one was 10 foot, that was all.
No, this just says 5 foot reach.
No worries.
That's going to be a 23 to hit. So, you're going to take...
Does he break eye contact?
Nope.
I'm just going to
You
keep staring
take-
back.
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And 9 points of necrotic damage, halves to 4. And then... That's 25 to hit on his second attack. He just keeps absolutely wailing on you whilst laughing. That is another 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay, that's his turn. The good version's turn. What would he do? He doesn't make any move to come and help you or do anything, but you hear him mutter a word, and you take 9 points of healing as he casts healing word on you. It's now your turn.
2 seconds, I'm just reading up on a thing.
That's fine. Trust me, I will be doing that as well when I'm looking at stuff that these characters can do. I may have made them, but I don't play them, so I'm going to have to check things sometimes.
I'm going to try this, and I just turn around to him and, like, still staring at him, and just be like, well, if you won't listen to my words, then maybe I'm going to have to show you the light some other way, and I'm just going to hold up my shield and cast Sunbeam.
Okay, so what is the saving throw on Sunbeam?
Sunbeam is Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so
I'm assuming
like
that's
a
against my spellcasting modifier, or is it
Yep.
the shield?
it'd be your own, I believe, for the unless it
seven-
says on the shield
17, then I think.
17. He got a 30.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that's half damage from Sunbeam. And
Yeah,
not
on a failed
blinded.
save, it's 68 radiant damage and blinded.
Okay. So what about
Sorry,
on a
that's on a
successful
failed.
save?
On a successful, it takes half damage and isn't blinded.
Yeah, so it's not blinded,
Undead and
but go
oozes
ahead.
have disadvantage.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
There you go, 3d8.
You should have rolled all 6, and then I just halve it.
Okay. That's better.
So 35 halved would be 15. 18 points of damage to him, okay?
The light is still up. It lasts, and I can
Yeah,
change a new line of radiance on every action.
Yeah. You hear him hiss, and you see his like scales burning, and he goes, "See, now you do the right thing. You turn to violence." Anything else?
I say, this isn't necessarily violence. This is a shield for a reason. It's meant for protecting people, and I need to protect the people of this world.
It's his turn again. He goes, "The only way to protect." Sorry, doing that voice. Let me just have a drink before I try that. Let me just wet my whistle. The only way to protect the people of this world is to kill and get revenge on those who would harm them. He's going to come in with the 2 Warhammer attacks again. Recklessly. It's going to be a 27 to hit. So first hit, it's going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 10 points of necrotic halved to 5. And on the second Warhammer hit, that is a 29 to hit. And you're going to take... blimey. Okay, you're going to take 19 points of bludgeoning damage from that one. As he just wham, wham, he's just constantly whacking at your ribs, like hitting over and over center of mass.
I honestly think me and Talia is going to struggle from the opposite side on this. I think we're going to side with the evil one. We're going to struggle, man.
Yeah, but I agree, because I think my good side's probably going to be annoying. Sweet or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
come
I
on,
thought.
nah, the other one's cool, man. Why can't you be cool?
I'm trying to imagine a light drow, and all I can see is like...
I feel like my evil side will be really fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Real vicious nasty. Go for like evil quips and shit, and then the other one will just be like a worse. I don't know.
I'm going to call it now. Evil Vienna's Priestess of Lolth.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like what my, because I feel like rogues, and I'm like shitting myself if it comes down to a fight. Like I hit fucking hard, man. I don't want to fight a rogue, man.
Which one's going to be the mommy?
The cleric still seems. He looks like he's mostly on your side, but he's still not sold yet. He is going to cast another healing word, this time at a higher level. You are going to heal for 21 points as he upcasts a healing word for you. He goes, perhaps we should listen to him a bit more, brother. The barbarian seems to ignore him. It's your turn.
I look back and smile at the cleric, and then lock back on eyes with the barbarian. I'm just like, if you're half of me, then you have my memories. And you're saying you can't protect without hurting people. What did our fucking parents do to get us out of that slaving camp? They didn't harm us to protect us. They protected us with love. The people that trained us to become, well, for me a paladin, to give us the strength, to make you a barbarian, to make you part of me. That wasn't done through violence. That was done through love, through the hope that we would go on and protect other people. Violence is needed, yes. Sometimes you've got to hurt bad people, and yes, we've got an oath of vengeance, and we've got a grudge to fill. But there's a duality in this. There are nuances between both sides. I just hold on to his shoulders.
Persuasion check with advantage.
Again, it's the dice.
Now, hang on, you don't know
Oh,
what
advantage.
DC I set.
Yeah.
You see the barbarian falter. His grip on his hammer loosened slightly. You get the feeling he's not necessarily listening to you fully yet, but you have made a crack in his resolve. On his turn, he doesn't speak, but he also doesn't attack. You can see him breathing heavily, his rage going through him as he reaches out and sort of focuses on you, and you feel this presence coming off of him. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah, that's fine. Still within the 24 hours? Or is this
Yep.
past now? Okay.
Oh, it actually would just be passed because of the 12 hours in the
That's
trial
fine.
of isolation. 22. You pass as you feel this strange draconic fear try to overtake you as he tries to bring this draconic presence to bear, but you manage to shrug it off. Cleric's turn. Looking through the spells I gave the cleric, trying to see if any of them are any good. The cleric is going to hold his holy symbol out. He's going to drop Spirit Guardians. And you hear him mutter a prayer under his breath. And you see a spell shoot over your shoulder towards the barbarian. So it's a wisdom save for the barbarian.
Fast friends?
It's 2. That is a failure, but he has fanatical focus. That is also a failure. And you watch as the barbarian's body locks up as the cleric casts hold person on him. And the barbarian is now paralyzed. It's now your turn.
I've done this once before, and last time it didn't end up well. But you've got all my memories. I know that you are in a blind rage right now. But just think back. We've fought alongside people we love. We've fought with people that we love, against people we love. It's just... you got to balance the situation, and right now the stakes are too high for us to fail. If we want to see our mum again, if we want to see our loved ones, if we want to go drinking with that guy that punched us in the face in the bloody basin. He punched us, but it's fun drinking with him. Like, we just need to get past this. We've just got to fucking win.
Persuasion check with advantage. You see the moment the rage ends in the barbarian's eyes. And from behind you, you hear a, "Well said." And you see a bright white light from behind you coming from the cleric, and in front of you a shining black void as they shoot into you, merging together once more, and you shine with a faint grey light as you pass the test of the scales, accepting and reconciling your extremes.
I fall to my knees. That was fucking exhausting.
I know. I'm not dreading mine more than I do now.
I'm terrified of my evil self. I don't even want to know, man. But
Val,
Can I go next?
Yeah.
the door you came in does not open. A door on the other side opens, leaving you a way forward and out.
Okay.
And as you step out, you find yourself in a small waiting area. A monk there offering you healing and refreshments. And on the other side with the rest of you, during this time, probably about 10-15 minutes has passed. And as Lahan goes, your friend has passed. Who will be next?
I want to get it over with. I'm not
Only one of us had to pass, though, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Thank fuck, because
Yeah, let's
it's
do
gonna
this.
go wrong now.
No, I want to see. I want to see. I'm so curious. Let's go.
Okay. So as Lahan opens the door for you, Talia, and you are able to walk inside, and you see the same thing as I described to Val. You feel as all of your magical items no longer work, except for your Raven's Cowl. You see that altar in front of you with the 2 crystalline handprints.
Let's get this over with. I'll put my hands on it. Let's
Okay.
see what you've got.
Show me what you've got.
No, just getting the correct character sheets up.
I'm just super curious what classes you picked. I'm so excited.
Okay. As you see these 2 lights
Yeah, let's go.
flash out of your chest towards the middle of both crystals, in the center of the black crystal, forming out of nothing, you see yourself, but withered, skin slightly decayed, bits of
Ooh,
bone
okay,
poking
gross.
out. Almost like a snarled grin where the lip has been ripped, and you can see the jaw
Oh,
underneath
I'm dead. Yeah.
and milky eyes. On the other side, you see yourself, but much stronger and taller, wearing plate armor and looking over you,
Peter.
wielding a long sword, the epitome
That's
of a soldier.
Okay.
And the one on the one in the black crystal goes, why don't we embrace the undead?
Yes.
Why do we fight it and try to pretend we're alive?
I mean, I don't, but okay.
But you try to form connection. You walk among them. You act like you're one of them, but we're not. On the other side, you've abandoned your post, soldier. You should be serving your king, your country. You should be fighting alongside a squad, not a bunch of vagabonds and ruffians. We were trained better than this.
Every soldier was a vagabond. You have to start somewhere.
But these are not disciplined. Look at
They
the
can be.
Look at the halfling. You advise him, he ignores you. You advise
He'll
him,
learn.
he ignores you. He doesn't learn.
He
You
will,
travel. You travel with a liability in the were-tiger.
A good commander never gives up on his men. You keep going until they learn.
Or you could just use them as pawns. Puppet them. Use them. You'll outlive them anyway. Why?
And then they'll
bother?
fail at everything that I give them. Why waste? Why waste it?
Why? Because it's fun. We have all the time in the world to try.
We don't, though.
Do we not?
I'm in no rush to shuffle off my mortal coil and face 5 years in the hells.
Then why shuffle off the mortal coil at all? Embrace the undeaf. There are already hundreds of other worlds we could go to. Who cares about some silly little plane of existence with the silly mortals on it?
What's the point of living, or not living in this case, if you don't, like, interact with anyone? Like, that's boring. You know? Like, what about sex? Don't interact with any
Things.
people, you don't get to scratch the itch, you know? Just saying.
Such things are not necessary when you
Fun, though.
achieve higher forms.
Gosh, you're boring. God, is this really the worst of me? Is I'm just going to be really boring and hate people?
Who says it has to be boring? There are other forms of entertainment other than the carnal's flesh.
Like what?
Torture. You can't deny that you take pleasure in inflicting pain on those who deserve it. I've seen your mind.
Yeah, but then they just
I've
die.
seen what you want to do to that. No.
Do to what?
To Lady Ilauva. You
Ah,
want
it's
to
a waste
make
of
her
time.
suffer. You
I mean, I
want
do, but she
to
won't
draw
because
it
she's
out.
already dead.
Is he? Can she still
Doesn't feel pain.
feel? Yes,
She doesn't
she
feel
does.
guilt. She doesn't care, though.
But there are other ways to punish people. Break them. Break them from the ground. Ruin everything they work towards.
Why would I want to become what I'm fighting against? That's stupid. You become the asshole. I don't want to be an asshole. You want to be a dick? What's the point? Then how are you any better than them? You want to be some petty little loser?
I merely embraced what was given to us. On the other side, the soldier is sort of swinging their sword and just sort of like glaring at the other side and at you, but not saying.
Hey, you know what? Screw this. Should we just kick his ass? Kick her ass? Sorry, too many lives. Sometimes I forget. No, definitely go. Can we, like, kick at their ass? They're annoying me.
Soldier goes, I can't stop you, but that doesn't mean I'm going to help you. You haven't earned
You don't like
my
them
help.
either.
No, I don't like them, but at the same time, they're not currently my enemy.
I don't really know. Like, they're just being a dick. Like, they're just ignoring everything I say. What's the point?
You've not said anything meaningful enough yet for me to give you a persuasion check.
I don't know what it is that they want, because they're like, oh, let's just be a dick. Evil. I'm so cool. And it's just like, I don't know, man. It's like, what do you want to hear, bro?
That's for you to figure out, unfortunately. Or you can just fight them. You could just go and attack.
I don't know. I feel like using the threads is kind of cheating. But I need to know how they tick. I guess I'm just going to stare at them for a bit and just study them.
Go ahead and roll me.
See what makes them uncomfortable, like, because I don't really understand their thought process because they're just being immature.
Roll me an insight check.
Well, not immature. They just seem to be very narrow-minded. What am I looking for? Insight.
Insight.
Bearing in mind that my passive insight is 23.
This is an active check. I'll bear in mind your
shit,
passive.
I've got like 27.
You have reliable talent.
Reliable talent.
Of course you have reliable talent.
I love reliable talent so much, man.
Looking between these two, the soldier is you
Order and chaos.
taken to the extreme of good. It's you if you had followed every rule, every order, everything that you were trained to do. They are a soldier through and through. They believe in regiment, they believe in order. They are a champion of good, but for a cause. They are lawful good compared to your chaotic good. The other one, the Undying Warlock, is all of your fears about your own death, all of your self-doubts, all of your thoughts about would people really love me, would people really accept me, when you first awoke as you are now, not breathing, no heartbeat. This is the route you could have ended up going down had people reacted differently. This is a you who has been spurned by society for what's happened to you. This is a you who has been burned and pushed away and has decided to take that and push back with what was given to them.
Okay.
This is the duality of you. This is, you don't fit in, but you do fit in. You were trained in a regimented way, but your own morality is not regimented. This is your duality. I put thought into these.
I'm gonna do some like anime shit, and I'm gonna go give Evil Me a hug.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna try to. They're probably not going to let me, but I'm just gonna basically the premise of this is I'm gonna keep coming and keep giving them something that they clearly want, but would never admit, and that is acceptance.
Okay.
So I'm just getting, no matter what they do, I'm just gonna keep coming until they accept it.
Okay, so they are going to immediately count. They see you starting to step towards them. Feel free to move your token. I'd say 1 square for the moment.
Mhm.
And they see you coming and they go, no! And they are going to mutter some dark words and whip their hands around, and this sickly green lightning is going to come shooting out towards you as they cast Witch Bolt. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So you are going to take...
Connected. God, I wish I had the chain right now. Oh wait, that wouldn't work anyway.
Yeah. You are going to take... Oh, blimey.
This is what I'm. Well, I suppose if they're a warlock,
You're going to
it's-
take 36 points of lightning damage as
Holy shit!
the Witch Bolt connects and starts zapping you. And they are now concentrating on that. Don't
are you
come any
so
closer.
What are you so afraid of? I'll take another step forward.
Okay, they are going to use their bonus action to re-trigger the Witch Bolt, which is still connected to you.
Go on. What level are they? My witch bolt never
Same
does
level-
that much fucking
same
damage.
level-
It's a oh, and then
Same level
2d12.
as you.
2d12, yeah, that can be quite bad, can't it? Thank fuck they're just a warlock and not rogues that don't get sneak attack.
15 points of lightning damage from that one. I
Okay.
rolled low. They then also get their action because they can trigger Witch Bolt as a bonus action after that. What spells did I give them?
Wait, can I do that? Because that's bullshit.
Witch Bolt, yeah. If you hit with it and concentrate on it, it's then
Sure.
bonus action.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it's like when you first attack it, it's your action, and then you concentrate
And on
it, then
each,
for
of
every
your
bonus action,
turns for the duration, you can use your
continue to do
action. Yeah, it's an action, so she has used her
Okay.
action.
I was gonna
Oh,
say.
oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. So she has triggered
It's
that
just,
again.
it just means that if you
I-
can
I-
connect
I
it
thought
and
there
they
was-
fail the save, it means that every action you can do damage and you don't have to roll to hit again.
Hmm.
Yeah.
As long as you concentrate and you don't lose concentration, you can keep doing damage. It's
I
just
thought
not
the
as
implication was that
powerful
there
as
was
when it first hits.
some warlock ability that made it a bonus action, which
Yeah,
I was
no.
thinking that initially.
would
as
mean
well.
I would have to play Baldur's Gate again because I really
Yeah.
wanted to be able to make
Necessarily
Witch
have
Bolt
to play that.
work.
Are you going to take another step forward?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
Okay. Okay.
Say
She
again, I
is
never finished
going
it.
to up the ante, and she is going to point at you and speak a word so dark and foul. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
16.
16.
Terrible.
That is a
Not
fail.
great.
How many hit points do
great.
you have?
102.
It doesn't affect you then. I thought I'd done enough. Power word pain does not affect you.
Those extra fucking hit points from the thing really helped.
You can see she is beginning
I
to
don't have any
panic
left.
now, but she doesn't step backwards. It's your. You can take your move.
Okay, I'll step forward and wrap my arms around her and be like, "You're not a monster, you know. You might think that you are. There's nothing wrong with being undead."
Persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion check with advantage. That's pretty good on its own. Oh, fuck me. Am I glad that the first roll was good because the
Yeah.
second roll was a net one.
You feel
19.
as she stiffens under your touch, and she is cold and clammy. There is no life left here. But she just gives the soft sigh. The witch bolt fades, And she sags
don't
in
know.
your arms.
I don't know whether you have a Gunter in your world. Maybe you don't, and that's why you hate everything so much. But we have someone who loves us. Our friends love us. And while I might have not liked the idea of being undead when it first happened, I've accepted it. It is who I am. It is who you are, and we are no less for it.
You see as this one begins to shine with that black light and turns into a mote that flies into your chest.
Great. I have a feeling you're going to be more difficult, and I'll start making my way back to like the center. But I won't approach because
Yeah.
I know better than to approach a soldier on edge.
You see
All right,
there's this-
soldier. We like rules, right? Do we like rules? Do you not like rules?
They're just being silent and just
Secretly a rebel.
letting you talk.
What do you want, words or actions? Both have their merits.
You watch as they draw their longsword and goes, a spar. Let's see
Right,
what you can
I can work
do.
with that.
Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
First to 3.
Very well.
All right. You can go first. Unless you roll shit. Because I didn't roll great. 9. I forgot to click. Even though I moved my token, it didn't count as the... because of the initiative thing.
She does get to go first.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, so. Just double checking what they've got.
Would have been really funny. You'd actually roll lower. No,
Oh,
I
no,
insist.
You can go with this. Yeah. You're probably going to
Okay.
kick my ass.
Ladies
I
first.
don't follow the rules.
She is going to swing with her longsword.
Okay.
Uh,
Uncanny dodge.
You really shouldn't have said first to 3, because if they're a fighter,
I don't know what.
they
I don't know.
get
First to
multiple
3 of
attacks.
what? Like first to
20
ow. First to
20
hit. Like I don't know.
26 to hit.
Eh.
Yeah, that hits. So,
Even
she
if
is
I
going
lose, you know,
to-
a good soldier knows when to quit.
True.
11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Second attack.
In fact, level
Fighter.
17.
They're a fighter. I knew it.
Yeah,
20
that's,
Makes
that's what I
sense.
was
to hit.
saying. And I
Sorry,
think
what?
I think it's level 15
28
to get
to hit.
3 attacks.
Yeah, well, you know my AC is 17. You don't need
Yep.
to ask.
That's a 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And their third attack.
Yep. That's what I was saying. If it's
She's
first to
everything I
3,
wanted to be.
23 to hit.
first
That's
to 3
another
takes you 3
13,
rounds.
another
takes her
13
1.
points of slashing damage.
Okay. It's fine.
Do I action surge?
Do it.
Oh yeah, I forgot
I don't
about
care.
that.
Do it.
Action
Wait,
surge.
can a level 17 fighter hit that many times and then action surge?
That,
Yeah.
That's big.
a level 17 fighter has 3 attacks per action. They can then action surge for another 3 attacks per action.
Did I play a rogue, man? Fighters are better.
I'm also being
Yeah, but they
nice.
don't
She
get
also
sneak
has
attack.
She also has disarming strike. I could be absolutely destroying
Oh,
you
Battle
right now.
Master.
Fine.
I like
don't-
Battle
I
Master.
don't care
No,
whether
she's
I win
actually
or not.
she's a champion, but she took martial
Oh,
adept as a feat.
Feet, sure.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
To me, it's not about winning the fight. That's
Mm-hmm.
it's.
She's not going to action surge
necessary.
yet. She's done her initial volley of attacks, and now she's sort of braced with her shield, waiting to see how you'll respond.
Very good. You have skill. More than me.
I've been in my fair number of scrapes.
It's alright, but yeah, like you alive? You have a heartbeat and can breathe, yeah?
I'm alive. I was a good soldier. I didn't need taking out.
Didn't need taking out. I was maybe too good. I made someone think that they had to stab me in the back in order to win because they couldn't beat me in a fair fight.
I think that's what she meant. She was a good soldier if she followed orders.
Yeah, you followed orders, you probably got innocent people killed. How's Durana in your... I'm curious.
free of slavery? Do tieflings have equal rights?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check with advantage.
It's just fucking... Bruh. Okay, that's better. 20. 30. 20.
You see as that steely determination and that regimented mask crack, and the grip on her sword shakes.
You followed orders without question, didn't you?
You can see she's biting her lip and it's drawing blood.
You let the dwarf lie to you, convince you that what you had to do was right. For dwarfs, for elves, for humans, not tieflings. No, we're too weird. Made deals with devils. We're not good enough to have rights. We should be second-class citizens, right? Follow the rules, do as we're told. Get a whipping if we don't, How many scars do you have? I bet you don't have any, because you are too scared not to question your superiors.
You watch as she just glares into your eyes. And then with a frustrated shout, she raises the blade
And hit me.
and
Be the
slams
soldier
it
you're meant to
down
be.
into the crystal, shattering the blade. And then she just turns into a glow of white light and flows into your body.
Sometimes
you
you have
pass-
to do what's wrong to do what's right.
As you pass the test, as you accept your two extremes and reconcile them.
Yeah.
And again,
I genuinely thought I was not going to convince that bitch.
And again, the door on the opposite side rumbles open, and you are able to pass through into that waiting area where Val is currently sat.
Hey, Val. Were both of yours assholes, or just one? Mine were both awful. Awful people.
I mean, I had one guy that just kept healing me, so...
Oh, I had I should always do as I'm told, even if it's wrong and I get people hurt. And then the other one was just like, yeah, I'm undead. It sucked.
Okay. Back with Aslahan and the rest of you. Talia has passed in her own way.
It's a caveat of in her own way.
Okay.
Will be next. Pardon me, sorry.
I'll
Who
go
will be
in.
next?
Fiona's just like, she made out with them, didn't she? And be like, nope,
I'll
and I'm
go
not
in.
going to correct her if she
Yeah.
assumes.
Sandal, as you pass through this black veil, you again feel everything but your soulbound item switch off.
Okay.
As you approach that central altar, you see those two handprints waiting.
Yeah, I place my hands on them.
Okay. And you feel that rush of magic flow through you, reach your core, split into two orbs of light and shoot the two different directions. In the center of the black crystal is a halfling-sized creature, but not a halfling, as a warforged looks back at you. All steel, cogs and gears and gems.
Sandal has become Sotha Seal.
On the other side,
My
you
precious.
see yourself wearing the Lord's Ring of the Gold Hill family, dressed in wizard's robes, wielding a staff and a spellbook. The Warforged speaks up. Why do you waste time? You should be upgrading yourself. Flesh is weak. On the other side, why did you let our family suffer? Why did you go following your frivolous hobbies? We had a duty.
You both make compelling points. And in fairness, I have fought both sides. I mean, hell, up until a few months ago, I had crystals embedded in my chest.
Exactly. You had taken the first steps. Why did you not continue?
Because becoming what I create takes away what I am. And on the other side, becoming what everyone else expects does much the same. And I have fought on both sides of this mindset. And I can see that I could have become either. But ultimately, you are both me, and I am both you. What we do with ourselves makes us better. There's nothing in this world more important to me than being better for who I care for. But ultimately, if I care for them, what happens when I stop being me? What happens when you stop being me? My
Go ahead.
hands are still placed on the thing. I've not
Yep.
moved.
Roll a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay. Either way, this is gonna suck. Oh! Fair.
17. You see, it's hard to read the Warforged. It's hard to read this
Yeah.
robotic you. You're not sure whether your words have found any sort of purchase there. But the you in the wizard's robe sort of gives a long sigh and sort of looks down, looks at the ring on their finger. In some ways we are happier, and in other ways we are not.
We're bound to make mistakes either way on our journey. But it's, as my wife says, as my friends say, we cock up from time to time. But we try, and that's the best we can do. That's the sign of an inventor. That's the sign of a brilliant mind. It's learning from our mistakes and progressing forwards, regardless of what happens along the way.
I suppose you're right. It's at this point you hear from behind you. Your logic is incomplete. Foolish, foolish, foolish. And then you hear the crackling of electricity, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. As does your good
Don't
half.
dodge it.
You don't dodge it.
I'm not gonna dodge it.
Okay, your good half is going to attempt to dodge it. And it's going to pass.
We're all using anime logic right now, right? Just keep getting up. You know, like when the antagonist just
Believe
keeps
it.
getting up no matter. It's Naruto in this shit.
Okay, as your bad self casts lightning bolt.
Wait, so is the good self the, like, Borg, or is it the evil self that's the Borg?
Evil self.
The evil self.
The evil self.
is off.
It's like,
Yeah.
literally Borg vibes, like 100%. Just like,
It turns yourself.
Xandal, you are going to take 36 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Good self takes 18 because he avoided some of it.
This is
And
where the
I'm going
good
to have-
self. I was just going to
Ask
say
you to
this.
roll. Go on. No, go on. I'll wait to say my bit.
I was just going to say this is where the good self ends up being zapped into Xandal, but the Borg absorbs Xandal, and we just end up with a Warforged trend at the end of this.
Yes.
I never said what the bad
We'll add your
outcome of this
distinctiveness
test
to
was.
our own. Resistance is futile.
I've not told you what the bad outcome of this test is if you fail it.
That's
Anyway.
what
Oh my
worries
god,
me.
I bet would I have been an evil walking corpse?
Anyway,
Great.
roll for initiative for me, please.
Yeah.
The first bad initiative roll of the night. Okay, so Xandal, you are up first, and you see the smoking gauntlet where the lightning bolt just came from on this Warforged now being wrapped in magical armor.
Okay, that's impressive. But you limit yourself by becoming what you are. When was the last time beyond yourself that you made something brilliant? You even feel pride anymore? Do you feel like you've accomplished anything? Or do you squander in your own self-doubt? Because I have my doubts, but it just pushes me to be better.
Doubts are illogical. Doubts are removed. I am perfection.
Are you though?
I can strive. I can improve. I can upgrade.
If you've taken away your emotion, what drives you?
Roll me, I'm going to say an intimidation check at advantage.
Intimidation. I'm gonna use essentially like my Dormammu were magical thingies, but I'm using Flash of Genius in this one.
Yeah, that's fine.
So 20.
20. You see as this Warforged's eyes flicker. It doesn't. It's wavering. It looks like it's still arming up for a fight, but you can see you're starting to get through to it. That's your turn.
Yeah.
Now, Good You's turn. Good You is going to. Good You looks up and goes, I see what you're doing. Let's see if I can't help. And they are going to mutter a few words, and you watch as their staff lights up. This could be interesting. Okay. That is a failure, as he casts mental prison on the Warforged. And you see the Warforged's eyes dim, and its lights sort of go out, and it looks like it's far away. And it just seems to not be doing anything, and your good self goes, let's see if that gets through to it. We have a minute. I've
Thank you.
put it in... I've put it at a family meal. One of the good ones from when Mother was still alive.
Good times. It's always
Indeed.
nice to flip bread and talk and be happy.
Yes, before Father became, well,
Consumed
Father.
by grief.
Consumed by being a lord. And
I do.
the idiocy that comes with it. I have to say, maybe you are right.
I don't need just one aspect of you. I need you both. Because both of you make me whole. Make me strive to be better.
Aw.
Make me strive to prove worth of my mother, my wife, my friends. To prove
as
that I can do something great.
As you say these last words and the spell on the Warforged ends, both sandals glow, one with white and one with black, and they turn into orbs of light and shoot into your body. And you feel you have cleared the trial of the scales as the door on the opposite side opens, and you are able to walk through into that waiting room where Val and Talia are already there.
I step through, like part of my hair is singed.
Yeah, you have Lichtenberg scars all over your neck.
Did you have to fight one of yours too?
Yeah, cool
Kind
robot.
of? Robot? You're a core. You were. Oh, dude, that's not fair. I was like some fucking zombie shit.
Yeah, I was either a cool robot or a wizard. Either way,
Nope, I was a zombie or a goody two shoes. I hated them both.
Barbarian and cleric.
That tracks somehow. I'm not surprised.
oh,
Back with. By the way, during this time, Ert will have come through and done hers and have joined
Please,
you.
Fiona,
as well.
go next, please. I need to know. Please,
So,
please, please.
What would have Ert's been?
Finally, what? Ert's with you now.
I said, what would have Ert's two sides been?
I
Yeah. What would evil Ert be? I want to know.
had decided
Goblin.
evil Ert would be a rogue. She would have gone fully into her
Yes.
goblin nature and gone full rogue and full sort of raider. Her good side would have been a basically a light cleric rather than a war cleric.
Fairs.
Salahan goes,
What's
Zandal
evil
and
Blossom gonna
Ert
be?
have
Oh
passed.
my God.
There are only two of you left.
Fiona
Who's
turns,
going
looks at Blossom, goes,
Yes, Fiona goes last. I bet you she does.
yeah, she gives Blossom the choice. Do you want to go or me?
I'll go.
I feel like this is going to be Beast versus.
Yeah,
normal
I think
fantasy.
mine's
I
pretty
feel like that's going to the
self-explanatory.
vibe I'm getting.
Blossom, as you enter into this room, again, you feel all of your magical items, and as you don't have a soulbound item,
Yeah,
everything...
does that mean my
different.
sleeve's deactivated and all my stuff falls
No.
out again? Okay.
No, they have been suppressed. They are not fully deactivated. So their effects stay, like those sort of effects stay, but you cannot reach
You
in
can't
and get
retrieve
anything.
or
Yeah.
stow anything.
And you see this altar with the two crystalline handprints in front of you.
Yep. Go up to it.
Okay. As you place your hands in, you feel the shimmer of magic pass over you. You feel as it travels up through your body and then out into two orbs that flash to the two sides. In the center of the black crystal, a hulking bestial were-tiger appears, covered in rags, blood and scars as it growls and snarls, glaring at you. On the other side, in the center of the white, a tabaxi appears, dressed in leather armor, carrying a short sword and a long bow, and covered in various trinkets from hunting monsters. As they both look at you, the bestial you is prowling back and forth like a predator, waiting for its moment to pounce. The good you looks up and goes, "Why did you embrace being a monster?"
Didn't have too much choice, but
There is
turns out
always
it
a
was-
choice.
It was a decision I'm proud of. It gave us more strength than we could have got otherwise.
But I am evidence that we had that strength. I have hunted countless monsters, all with the strength of my own self. Not with a crutch, not with a curse. Not with that. And she points past you to this hulking, bestial tiger human. That is slowly sniffing the air and drooling as it begins to approach closer.
It seemed like a curse to begin with, but the strength that it possesses allows us to face foes greater than just beasts.
Roll a straight persuasion check.
20.
And you say you use this as a tool more than anything.
Exactly.
Sometimes a tool is all you need, I suppose. And at this point, I think we're going to need to use them. As you hear from behind you the yowl of this primal-looking creature as it charges towards you. I'm going to need everyone to roll for initiative, or Blossom to roll for initiative. Yeah,
I panicked and I was like, what?
Unfortunately, yeah, Blossom's evil side is not one that can be reasoned with.
Yeah.
Punch it until it agrees, I guess.
Stop hitting yourself.
I mean, in a way, yeah, it is, isn't it?
6 for regular Blossom.
Yep.
And then... Okay, yeah. I made a good character for initiative on this one. Seeing as they have a +10 to initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
Yeah, which is pretty good. I'm curious, have you gone with a monster stat for the other Blossom, or is it Berserker, Barbarian or something?
It is Barbarian Path of the Beast.
Yeah, that would have been my other guess.
Yeah, and you
And
are
then Ranger for the...
Yeah, Monster Killer Ranger.
Yeah.
Who is going to have their turn. They are going to use their bonus action to Slayer's Prey. The creature over here. So Slayer's Prey, which they don't have to concentrate on because it's just a ability. And then they are going to fire off 2 shots with their longbow. Oof, not a good roll. Not enough. First fire hits. Second one does hit. 8 plus 5 plus the extra from Slayer's Prey, which is a d6. So they are going to do 14 points of damage to Evil Blossom. Okay. Evil Blossom's turn. Evil Blossom is going to rage.
Mm-hmm.
And is then going to use its form of the beast. How many attacks does it get? 2. It's going to use a bite and its claws. So, I'm going to make... And it's going to be a 22 to hit for the bite.
Yep.
So you are going to take 11 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then 30 to hit for the claws.
Yep.
You are going to take 10 points of slashing damage from the claws.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh no, have to have less than 88 hit points. Okay, so that's fine. Sorry, again, I'm having to read things as I go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Blossom, it's now your turn.
Yeah, I will turn around, and I'll go with a grapple attack with the whip.
Okay.
Because I'm not aiming to kill it, I'm aiming to tame it more than anything.
Athletics check for Evil Blossom, which it has advantage on because it's raging. That's still only.
I think with the whip, mine's considered an attack.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Oh yeah, then it's the escape. So yeah, so you've got to hit.
So 23 to hit.
23. It does
Not
have.
as high as I'd like.
Does it have to parry? Oh yeah. D8. How much did you get to hit? 20. Yeah, it'd have to get an 8. So no, it's not going to bother with the parry. Yep, it's going to take the. It's going to get grappled.
Mm-hmm.
As you lash out the whip blade and wrap it around this creature, and it starts writhing and pulling against it. Anything else?
Yeah, I will activate one of my Crimson Rights.
Yep.
Yeah, stick with lightning. It's a reliable one.
Yep.
It's a lot more damage, nice. Although I should double check because I'm not sure if I want to equip one. It's... Yeah, that should have been a D10.
I'll let you keep the one.
Well, it's only 3 anyway.
Yep.
So, no.
Hey, end of your turn.
Yeah. With the lightning trigger, or
I'd say yeah. Roll your lightning damage.
and I can also brand it with that as well.
Yep. What brand are you putting on? And does it need a saving throw?
No, it's just the brand of the voracious. It's
Okay.
it's automatic with the Crimson Rights.
Okay. Right. Good use turn. Seeing what you're attempting to do. I thought they had the perfect spell, but they don't. Because it doesn't affect this creature. So instead, it's going to go with... Going to cast a...
I'll say as well that it's not evil, it's just reckless.
Mm-hmm.
But we can control it.
Yeah.
Well, we can keep it under control rather than control it.
Reading some stuff here quickly. Right, so yeah. Going to mutter a spell, and you watch as one of the arrows gets covered in this like tendrils of energy as it fires it off. Hits, which means that the ensnaring strike goes off. So 1d6 piercing damage, that's 2d6 plus a d8 for damage. Plus 14, which is halved because it's raging. But it is now ensnared and restrained. Restrained. Then going to fire off a second shot just to try and weaken it a bit more. With advantage because of the restrain. Yep, definitely hits. 1d6, but still get these layers of prey. 11 points halved to 6. Yeah, you can see these arrows sinking in, but whereas before they were sinking in and drawing a decent amount of blood, now they are just sort of like getting stuck in these bulging muscles of this creature that is writhing and trying to tear at both your whip and the vines holding it in place. The creature's turn, it is just going to... Yeah, so it's going to just attack you twice again, Blossom, with disadvantage because of the restrain. That's still going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep.
On the bite. So that's going to be 13. 17 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And it is also going to use Infectious Fury. I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Interesting. It is also going to take 2 points of psychic damage from the brand.
Yeah.
Fail that.
Okay. It is going to then inflict upon you 11 points of psychic damage
Sure.
from the Infectious Fury. It's then going to make a claw attack, which is going to be 29 to hit.
Yep.
And you are going to take 14 points of slashing damage. Yeah, it's going to do Infectious Fury again. I need you to make another Wisdom saving throw.
Sure. 17.
17 just passes. As you feel this this infectious rage and hunger of the lycanthropes trying to sink into you and turn you to do damage, and then this second one was trying to persuade you to turn and attack your ally. Okay, it's now your turn.
I'm going to, I guess, tighten the whip. I don't know if I can do that as an attack or.
I would say, in this case, go ahead and make me a athletics contest, as you are effectively trying to. Depends on how you want to do this. If you want to try and physically subdue this beast, then it will be things like athletics contests or strength contests. If you want to try and calm it or subdue it through presence and charisma, then it can be like intimidation or performance, or potentially
even
of
yarn?
or potentially even animal handling, depending on how you want to do this. If you can pick a skill, and if you can give me a logical reason you think it would work, then I'll allow you to try it.
It's more a kind of intimidation, persuasion kind of thing.
Yeah. So I would say
I'll also go to one knee. Get if it's been bound kind of down, then go down to meet it. Otherwise, stand into its face because it's probably a bit taller than me.
Yeah.
And that's
Is it sort of like asserting dominance over, like? proving
Well,
yourself to be pack
I'll
leader?
get into its directly into its eye line, and say we've been through this fight before.
So
I'll go through it again if I have to.
I would say, intimidation check with advantage because of the restraining on it.
I'll go with the 21, I think.
Yeah. The 21. You see as this creature is snarling and growling, and as you calmly stare it down and say these words, it slowly sort of subdues, and like it's maintaining this eye contact and maintaining this eye contact, and eventually it just huffs and just sort of like goes a bit limp and just sort of gives a faint puff before turning into this black glow and shooting into your chest. And from behind you, the ranger turns into a white glow that shoots into your chest as well, as you reconcile your two extremes. And you are able to, as you hear the door open further up into the next area, and you are able to move through and join the rest of the party except for Vienna.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
I told you she'd go first. I told you she'd go last. I told you.
Mhm.
She does not like confronting any part of her personality.
Salahan turns to you, Vienna, and goes, "All of your other friends have passed.
And I'm going to be the one that fails.
We shall see."
Vienna walks in, ready to face herself. Oh, she's
Again,
not
you
ready.
don't. So for
Well,
those
yeah.
of you entering, you have no idea what this test is. You have, like, this has all been
Well, yeah,
taking
that's
place in
true.
private, and you haven't seen your friends come back. You've literally just been told by Zalahan they've passed. He didn't tell you what they did.
Okay. Well, given the last test, she's probably expecting something equally as horrible, so...
So you enter and you see this altar before you.
I put my hands where the handprints go.
Okay. As you put your hands where the handprints go, you feel that shiver of magic. The only magic item on you still working being Winter's Moon. And you feel as these two orbs form in your chest and shoot out into the two crystals. In the black crystal, a version of yourself still with white flowing hair, dressed in spider silk robes, clutching a censer and adorned in the regalia of a priestess of Lolth, stands there.
Fucking called it.
On the other side, a version of yourself with rainbow-coloured hair, strumming a lute and smiling a wide smile, a cracked grin on her face as she lounges in light leather armor and troubadour's clothes.
Troubadour clothes.
Like think basically like a bard, like a traveling bard. Think the bard from
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons among thieves. Like that sort of like clothing.
Vienna
like the-
glances over and it's just like, what the fuck happened there?
You hear from the other from the black crystal, from the priestess in Drow. You besmirch your house. You turn against Lolth. How dare you?
And you turned exactly into my mother. Just like you always
And I
wanted,
take
right?
pride in that. On the other side, you hear, "Look at her! She looks like she's dressed up in Mummy's clothes!"
Vienna's like, okay, I know how to deal with that. And she turns towards the dark one. It's like, go on then. Explain why. I dare you.
Explain why what? Why
What
I
made you-
did what we were expected of us? Why I took pride in my heritage, in my line, in furthering the cause of a god that gave us everything?
Vienna laughs. She's like, no, you didn't. There is only one reason you got to the top. You were scared. Because that's what Drow do. They hunt each other. They are cruel. You spend your life looking behind your shoulder, wondering who the next person is. And yet, haven't you noticed that how you've got to the top, how it's got worse? Right?
Roll a. I'm gonna say intimidation check.
Okay. Intimidation. Don't let me down. 26.
You see this priestess clutching her censer harder, and it's shaking a little. And she doesn't. It's subtle. It's not obvious, but you are. This is you, and you are versed in drow body language. You see her glancing out the corners of her eyes, checking her blind spots, almost expecting an assassin behind her.
That's right. Because with power, everyone wants it. Think you're going to be safe when you're at the top. No. That's not what it's like at all, is it? They hunt you all the more.
Oh, and you're any safer.
I
They
am.
hunt you too. If they knew half the things you have done, oh, you'd be a Drider by now.
And yet I'm not.
Only
Why
because
is that?
you hear from behind you on the other side. Because you're good at acting. You're good at playing the part. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing. Why play the part when the part still hurts others? You see this bard who at first you had written off as just lackadaisical and cheerful, and now there's just this rather ugly glare on their face as they look at you.
And then Vienna turns to her and is like, I see. You're the opposite. You've been playing a role for everybody.
I've been doing what needs doing to get information to the right people. I got out of there. And like you, I keep on the move so they can't find me. But I don't pretend I'm with them. I don't pretend I still follow them. And I don't hurt anyone to further my own aims.
It's true. She turns back to the evil one. She's like, aren't you tired? I felt tired long before I got where you are.
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
You think for a moment that maybe you've gotten through, that maybe you've said the right words, that maybe, just maybe, you've gotten through to this version of yourself. But then you see her grip the censer tighter. You see her snarl across her face. And you get the feeling you've maybe pushed this the wrong way.
Okay.
As she looks up, glaring at you. And she's going to cast a spell. I just have to decide which spell. Let's go with... Yep, she is going to rush you.
Okay, I don't know what that does.
And she is going to reach out with her hand glowing a sickly green. It's going to make a melee spell attack.
Okay.
So it's going to be a 24 to hit unless you have something to do against that.
No, but I am going to hellish rebuke it and show her
Okay.
how powerful that I am now.
Okay. Well, first off, Okay. Just reading this slightly. These are all horrible. Yeah, as she casts contagion on you,
I don't know what that does.
she is inflicting a disease upon you. It does not going to do any immediate damage, but she gets to choose one of these abilities. Ooh, which one? Which one? Yeah, she is going to use Mind Fire on you.
Okay.
As your mind is burning. And you feel the creature's mind becomes feverish. The creature has disadvantage on intelligence checks and intelligence saving throws. And the creature behaves as if under the effects of the confusion spell during combat.
Great.
So,
Sorry, guys. I knew I'd be the one to fail this.
yeah, there's also the fact this lasts for 7 days.
Yeah.
So, she places her hand on you and casts this disease, and she goes, "How dare you! You are nothing."
And so are you.
Like I
That-
say, you
that's-
are.
No, you
Oh.
are.
Like I say, you are currently in the midst of, like, your mind is just ablaze.
Well, in that case, I don't know what else to do. Just kill me, I guess. Just, I don't know.
I think enough of us are past this
As
I-
that happens,
yeah.
trial that it doesn't matter at this point.
as that happens, let me just check.
Just tell me what happens and I'll knock the points off, whatever.
Hang on, I'm just checking something.
I kind of knew that your extremes would be the most difficult to reconcile.
Yeah, I was like, well, I actually thought the evil one would actually be the easiest because she's the reason I turned away from it.
Yeah,
I
you
went
nearly
full
did it.
180. I
Yeah.
genuinely thought I was not going to pass, and then I was just like, I'm just gonna give them a hug. They clearly need some love, and then
Yeah.
that somehow worked. I don't know how.
You nearly did it.
Yeah, I realised where
yeah.
I went wrong. I mixed my words up.
Yeah.
But,
It was,
yeah.
and it was the persuasion check as well. Not you.
Yeah.
You pushed the right buttons, but it triggered the
Yeah.
wrong response. I'm just checking.
I
If...
feel like it's mega in character though.
Yeah.
Fiona's like one of these people who's like, I'm extremely confident, but inside I'm just like, I don't know what I'm fucking doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
Talia's the other way around. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but somehow I fucking
Yeah.
manage it.
There is nothing that your bard self can do to cure this disease for you, so they can't do that.
A bard, Paddy? Really? How did that happen?
You took a level in Bard.
I thought
Yeah.
you took it up
Only to take vicious mockery.
So,
Yeah.
so for you, the duality is there is the you that freed the slaves and still works for Naveen and acts as sort of like you try to temper them by acting the role and but helping people by lying to Naveen. This bard is
Okay.
you taken to the extreme there. It's you going, it's basically like you're a harper in essence.
Right.
From Ferrin. You're going around, you're collecting information, you're passing it to who needs it, and so on and so forth as a bard. But you're living a very simple life. You're no longer with all the trappings of Drow society. You're not a diplomat. You're not any of that.
Right.
The other you is you who is completely enwrapped in Drow society. For you, it wasn't so much good and evil. It was completely shunned her heritage and completely accepted her heritage. Because
Yeah.
the you in the middle is you hate your heritage, but you know you have to accept it to get things done,
Yeah.
sort of thing. I put a lot
Okay.
of thought into everyone's dualities and sort of like,
I was
it's
like,
not
what?
necessarily good and evil, it's
Mm.
the
Opposite
duality of
extremes,
the
yeah.
character.
Yeah.
I love how similar we are. Like, Fiona and Talia we have the same kind of duality. I think.
Wavelengths, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just double check contagion and see if there is. Do you get to make saving throws?
Because I was going to say, I literally can't do anything else then. You might as well just say I've failed at this point.
You are so effectively you are under the effect of the confusion spell. So let me just look up the confusion spell. I believe with
Because
confusion.
if I can't speak, then
You've
it's
got
like,
the
I'm done.
chocobos
Yeah.
circling around your head.
Yeah. It's like you might as well just go, right, that's
I think you can speak, but I think confusion is you have, like, each round you have to roll something. Spell assaults, creature's mind. An affected target can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior for that turn. On a 1, the creature uses all its movement to move in a random direction. 2 to 6, the creature doesn't move or take action. 7 to 8, the creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature. 9 to 10, the creature can move and act normally. So, in essence, you can, I would say you probably can speak, but it's going to be very broken and it's going to be very slow. And if we do go into combat, you will be following those confusion rules.
Okay. Still don't see how I'm going to get out of this.
You're going to either have to reconcile her quickly through a confused mind, or team up with your good side to take her out. But you're going to have to persuade her
Give
of
her
that.
a hug. That seemed to work.
No, I don't think that's going to work on
I
this
don't
one.
think it would, no. Funny, though.
I'm going to give you a little bit here to think.
Well, when she shouted, "You're nothing," I would have said, "But so are you," because that's how Lolth sees you.
I thought you already said that.
Yeah, Paddy was still trying to. I don't.
I was still figuring out how the
figuring it out.
disease
so, yeah.
works.
Right.
So I'm going to say, roll me a d10.
Right.
I'm not going to affect the usual confusion rules on this. I'm just going to tell you whether you can say that.
2.
2? Yeah.
This is
I would say you can get that out.
Okay. So I'll be like, yeah, you're worthless too to Lolth. That's how she works. You figured this out ages ago. You know this.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage. Due to the mind fire going on.
It's not bad.
15.
It's not worse.
You see her grit her teeth as behind you your bard self goes, "She's not wrong there. Lolth is pretty well known to any priestess who upsets her. She just turns them into a rider. You know it as well as I do." And they are going to make a persuasion check of their own. Okay. You see the priestess growl, and then she reaches out and casts another spell on you, and the mind fire lifts as she casts Greater Restoration.
Look, I understand why you took on the path you did. I'm pretty much halfway between you two. I understand both sides. I know what Lolth is capable of. I know what our family are capable of. And I know that you took that path because you thought it would be safer. And she turns to the other one and says, "But I also know why you ran, why you hide. Again, I do the same thing, maybe not to the extreme that you do, but I understand it. Because it's also safer. You're really not that different. In fact, from where I'm standing, you might as well be the same person."
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
It's that famous line. We're not so different, you and I.
Yeah.
love this line so much.
Why am I rolling that? Persuasion, not perception. Persuasion.
Right next to each other, though, aren't they? So it's easy to.
Yeah.
Thing.
Oh.
21.
With advantage.
Yeah, it was with advantage.
Yeah. I rolled
Oh, it was the first roll.
As they sort of look at each other over your shoulders, and then they both begin to glow, and they turn into a mote of black light and a mote of white light, and shoot into your body. And the door on the opposite side opens up, revealing that waiting chamber with the rest of the party in. And Zalahan is now there, just waiting patiently and wisely.
Not gonna
How
lie,
did you
I...
get here?
Vienna comes stumbling in and just crashes to the floor, just like, I thought I was gonna fail that one.
It was close. That could have been awkward. Then we would have had to be dealing with a priestess of Lolth, but
I mean, I freaking knew. I knew you were gonna
Wait,
do a
so
priestess.
whichever one would have won would have been the permanent one?
I
That is
imagine
the
it would
risk.
have kind of taken over
Well,
the
am I
model
glad
effectively.
that wasn't either of them, to be honest, because they both suck.
that was the risk with the Trial of Scales. If one of your extremes defeated you or managed to persuade you otherwise, then yes, it can shift your personality quite drastically.
Dude, like, this is the, like, every time I go to sleep, this can happen, man. You don't know what it's like.
Fiona's still
Like,
face down on the floor. She's like, thank goodness I didn't fail that test.
It's
Yeah, like, I didn't
something
particularly
I
want to be
deal
more
with
corpse than I
every
already
day.
am. I'm not going to lie, but I certainly didn't want to be goody two-shoes. I followed the rules all the time.
Fiona
either.
lifts
This
her head
is
up. Actually, I
this
wouldn't
is
mind.
why it is a test of extremes. Also, yeah, we really didn't want the priestess because she had time stop. She would have just like literally walked through there and just been gone. You would have never seen Vienna again.
Dread to think what my undead self would have done to them. Probably just left.
Mine were probably the safest.
Actually, to be fair, I think if it wasn't Talia that walked out of the room, you wouldn't have seen her because both of them would have walked out on you. Undead was like, I'm gonna walk away because nobody loves me, and then the other one was like, fuck these guys, they don't know what they're doing. Like,
Zalahan goes, you all did very well. You have all passed the trials. And he pulls up his broom, pulls the bottom off, and a glowing green gem comes out of the inside of the broom. And he just catches it
Of
and holds it
course.
out.
love it.
Where would you keep something so precious other than in something so mundane that people would
Dude,
never
like,
look at it
genius.
twice?
Genius. I like it. Because obviously every idiot bad guy is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go straight to the Helix and steal it and then get their ass kicked. Be hilarious. And you'll be like, haha, bitch, it was in the broom all along.
What thing have we got that's mundane that we could hide in?
I mean, we have a spare broom if you want, I suppose.
I
You
think
can't
it
have
would
this
look a
one.
bit-
This one's mine. I've been using this one for years.
I think it would look more suspicious that a group like us would be carrying a broom with us, to be honest.
I mean, I carry a
Potentially.
It's
spade.
not really a weapon of choice, no.
No.
You hear
mean, I'm-
Mortimer's voice. You put that inside me, boy. I will do something horrible to you.
That's a line from a fic I'm sure I've read. Wait, so who of us is carrying the stuff?
Well, one of
Okay.
you must have the sapphire.
Didn't we put
I
it
don't
in
know.
a book?
Who's got what? I don't know.
Well,
Did we decide
I
who
think-
has
Oh
one?
no,
Did we
I
put it
said
in the
they
book?
could go in the bag of holding.
Yeah,
'Cause they
I
are
was
not
going to
yet.
say,
Probably in the
isn't-
bag of holding. yeah,
didn't
yeah.
we put the sapphire in the book?
Yes, it can go in the book.
Yeah.
Yes, can. But they take
Okay,
it takes
but
up
it-
like
oh.
a number of pages.
Who has the book? That's right? Okay.
Gets the book out,
Careful.
flips to an empty page, and pushes the emerald in.
Oh
and
no,
you
no,
wa-
because it take up multiple pages because it's
Yeah, it took up,
while
like-
it's not a big item,
It's
the power makes
Yeah.
it use more pages.
And you
Yeah,
watch as
we've got enough
again
pages.
10 of the pages fuse together into one to hold the emerald.
It's only a 100-page book, right?
Good. Okay.
So we got enough. I think we've used like maybe 2 pages, 3.
I mean,
maybe.
it doesn't need the page that's got all the sugar in it, so...
Yeah.
We could just
anymore.
empty that out somewhere.
It goes, no, I might give to Wilma.
But you can't have it though.
I can give it to Wilma, and Wilma can enjoy it for me.
Oh my god, are you going to turn into a feeder? You're going to make her fat.
No, I won't. Because I'll help her burn it all off afterwards.
It's my girl. Tap her on the back.
Okay.
So do we need to go and find our ship now, I guess?
We need to go
No,
to the
we're
next.
going to the
next
next
yeah.
page.
Use the gem thing and go to the next one.
Yeah.
Vienna
Right.
turns to the abbot and is like, "Thank you for these tests. They were worthwhile."
Well done for realizing your own selves. And I hope you leave here a little more centered.
I feel like this was kind of like therapy. Like,
Yeah, it kind of was in a
I
weird
feel
way.
like we just had a mental health check to get the gem. I'm not going to argue. This was great.
You see as Zalahan just
Considering
smiles.
we nearly got ate by like a giant fucking kraken in the last gem thing, this is wonderful.
Zalahan just smiles and goes, just so you're aware, to become the abbot, one has to be able to state a truth in the echo chamber and hear nothing in return. And be able to
I
stand
respect you,
in
my dude.
stand in the trial of scales and have no extremes appear.
Cool. I have no idea how you do that. Like, that doesn't seem human, but I mega respect you for it.
Well, I
Would
am
you
a Dao rather than a human, but still.
Did you say as we came out of that last trial we had healing that went on? Or
There was they're not actual healing, like there was a guy there like tending your wounds and like dealing with any like open like bleeding spots and that sort of thing. Not actual magical healing. So you are still wounded.
yeah,
If you took
still
damage.
same HP. Cool.
But there was someone out there who was like, if you came out with like a stab wound to the gut, that they were there like cleaning and bandaging that for you.
I was going to say that spell that you put on me, well, the other Vienna put
Yeah,
on me.
it didn't do damage.
Okay, I was just checking. I was like,
It was
I'm
just
taking
a disease one.
Right.
And if she'd left it, it would have left for 7 days.
Right. Cool. So before we make our way, I'd just before we leave, some advice. I'm potentially adopting a spore druid. Don't suppose you've got anything here I can gift her?
You see Zalahan turn and he speaks in unless anyone here speaks Terran or Primordial, you would not be able to understand what he says. And about sort of like smiles as this other Dao who was here like tending to your wounds goes off. About 5 minutes later you hear a scuffling sound, and from the rock a small golden furred mole comes out, snuffling around, and in its mouth is a strange looking mushroom. And you watch as Zalahan reaches out and plucks it and goes, it says something in this strange language to the mole, which squeaks and then goes back into the wall closing up perfectly behind it as if the mole was swimming through stone rather than digging. He goes, this particular mushroom can be used for various magical potions. Might be a nice gift for a young druid to cultivate.
Shrooms!
Vienna takes it, says thank you. I'll keep this as hope to make it to the end, and I'll be able to give it to her.
Yeah, you take it and it is like this strange black mushroom with a dark pink undercap. And the shape of it, the shape of it is almost in like an arrowhead.
Oh, that is cool. So she'll put that somewhere safe. Give me something to hope onto.
Well, I wish you all luck, and if all else fails, you are always welcome here as guests or acolytes.
Don't know whether that would be a stay of execution or whether you would be safe if we fail, but here's hoping. We'll succeed. I'm sure we
The
will.
plane of Earth connects to many material planes. We will be fine.
It's one of those things where she does it in one place, she's going to do it to every plane eventually. It's semantics.
Right,
Which
let's
one
be on
next?
our way.
Before we go, I imagine this has been mentally and emotionally taxing on anyone.
For some.
Do we
Yeah.
need a moment? Does anyone need a hug? I need a hug.
Let's just do another group hug.
Everybody group hug Sandal. He needs a hug.
Right. Even
As you
Vienna
all,
very
as you all pile
reluctantly
into this
like,
group hug, you all find a pair of craggy arms wrapped around you, one holding a broom as Zalahan joins in.
Ah, this is strangely wholesome considering this is the end of the world. Thank you.
right, we did have a plan of action as to what order we were going to do.
Yeah, where are we
in.
going next?
So
So,
we've done the
on-
water, done
well,
the earth.
Shadow
So you
plane
have-
needs to be last because that's where we go
Yeah, that's
from
okay.
shadow
Yeah.
to the wind
Yeah,
surge
yeah.
or something. So we've got wind and fire, and I don't think it matters which order we go.
Yeah, air and fire.
Fire. It's because I'm fire resistant. I know that's selfish, but you know, at least two
Let's
of
do
us
it.
don't.
Well,
affect
we're
me by
going there
fire
anyway.
much.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've
Good
got some shield
question,
stuff.
big Dow guy.
Yes.
You want your robes back?
No, you may keep them. We have plenty.
Okay.
Like-
On to the
So
next.
where are we going?
I guess. I think
Uh,
we're going to fire.
Does it?
Gonna go through the fire and flames.
As you all gather around and
Like
pull
for
out,
sound wise, where are we going?
you're going to the Ashes of the Lost.
Okay, cool.
And as you all gather around and pull out the ruby token with the now 3 remaining break-offable corners, you snap off the one with the symbol for fire, and you feel as, in a flash of ruby red light, you are thrust through time and space, moving through various areas of planes until eventually you land in searing heat. Absolutely searing, sickly feeling heat. As under your feet, soft ash gives way. Under your feet.
Okay,
Not
Even
sand.
with this robe,
ash.
this is stifling.
And when I say, like, this is like roasting hot heat, but there is also like an edge to it. It smells of death and decay here. As you move your feet, plumes of ash rise into the air and choke you. And all around you, for as far as you can see, there are just piles and dunes of soft, white ash.
Well, might be nice for you, Talia, but this is awful for me.
I wouldn't say it's nice. Val probably has the best of this. Can't you, like... The fire doesn't bother you at all, right?
I'm doing a reading thing.
It's not that bad for me, probably, because I'm resistant, but yeah, it sucks.
Pull out.
I'm glad I
piece
don't
of
need to breathe
robe,
right now.
or like piece of cloth or something, and just tie it around my face so that, like, I'm half everyone's height. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to be breathing in their sun.
Yeah, as you do that, Xandal, and you
That's
scuff
fair.
as you scuff your feet in the ash, you do hit a chunk of charred, brittle bone that's buried in the ash.
Can we go back to Earth?
What is Earth? Oh, you mean like where we just
Yeah.
were? Yeah, that was nice. Yeah. I feel like this is not going to be nice.
Not at all.
I am not breathing. I'm not even going to make any pretense to be alive right now, because fuck that.
So I'm trying to. I did well to remember what it is we needed to do in the last one. I cannot remember.
I have no idea what
I
we're
think
supposed to
this
do
is
here,
the
like-
one we didn't get the answer to. This one's the one that we're just going to have to wing.
No, Asmodeus would have given you a little bit of information.
So
which
you might need
it-
to remind us what we're
he
saying.
he
Yeah.
told you that, so he would have given you the broad outline, but you didn't get specifics, which is the gem is forming here in the nest of a phoenix.
Yeah, I knew about Phoenix, but I can't remember what.
That's all you got.
Why?
It's forming
Yeah.
in the Ashes of the Lost in a nest of a phoenix.
Okay.
That you also know
So-
the phoenix does not desire the gem, and will likely give it up to any who approach with a good heart seeking it. But where that nest is, in this
We have
Ashes
no
of the
idea.
Lost, you are unsure.
Maybe we just look for places of power and hope that the one we pick is the right one.
Yeah.
Does our
And,
compass only point towards soulbound items?
Yeah, I think they did.
I will risk true sight. I will probably regret this because I feel like this place is going to have a lot of magic, but I will try and risk a headache. Please hold me if I fall over. And I'll use true sight and see if I can see anything that is emitting a lot of power that might
As
be a
you
stone.
activate True Sight, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's 3.
I saw my heart. Constitution saving throw, you say?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't think that's going to help.
Nope. You take 29
I
points
am
of psychic damage as
Oh,
you bring up
fuck.
True
Okay, I'm not
Sight.
doing that again.
As you bring up True Sight,
man.
you see all around you the remains of gods burning away into ash.
I fall to my knees and go, I am in a lot of pain. Anyone have any healing? I don't feel so good. Oh, no, don't. My head hurts. My eyes are burning.
Take 30 points of healing.
Thank you.
On hands.
Sandal, as you're looking around with
This
your
place
little
sucks.
mask on, you see something crawling through the ashes. A desiccated, rotting hand. You would recognize this as a crawling claw, something necromancers make. But as it crawls towards you, you watch as it burns and turns to ash, and the finger bones collapse.
Yeah, I pull my goggles over my eyes. This is going to be crazy. Every step
This
could well
place
be
sucks.
our last.
Sandal, roll me a Arcana check.
Arcana. Okie dokie. Normal. Wow. 15.
You looking
I rolled
around
low.
this place, even with the protections you guys have, some of you will be better off, but you get the feeling the longer you spend here, you are going to start taking damage. This is not just hot, this is literally a place things come to get cremated. And you realize you had been informed by Asmodeus this part of the plane of fire borders the Shadowfell. A lot of what comes here is undead, and the fire seems to affect undead more. And you realize
Oh shit.
despite her fire resistance, may be in some danger.
Can I
Okay.
activate
This
my
sucks.
hawk?
More than I expected.
And you activate what?
My hawk.
Hawk. Yep. As you activate the
I'm
hawk,
gonna say, I think we
talisman,
might need some scouts.
and your vision flies up to a mile above, and you look out over miles upon miles of ash in every direction, occasionally broken by what look almost like spires of charred black bone. Some in the shape that might be round, like a skull, others in what look like ribs sticking out of the sand. But that is all you can see for a mile around from your current position.
I think we just keep pressing forward until maybe keep doing these little checks every mile or something.
Yeah.
We need to get
I think my
moving.
best guess is that the Phoenix is going to be somewhere high. Are there any like mountains or trees that aren't burnt to ash?
Roll a perception check, Blossom.
Perception. 11.
11. You try to look around, but the horizon isn't really a horizon, it's just a cloud of ash that is slowly settling. You can see there are shapes on the horizon, but are they just more bones? Are they buildings? Are they mountains? You're uncertain.
I think we move and think at the same time. So
Yeah.
Fiona starts walking, but at as quick a pace as she can get away with moving.
as you begin to walk, the ash under your feet, unlike sand, is
How does your
difficult to
dagger
walk on.
work?
Good question. How does my dagger work?
Is there any chance you can cool things down, Oxal?
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Da-da-da-da.
I mean, if nothing else, can you just stab me and freeze me solid?
Now, come on, Blossom. That's not.
Everyone lick the Blossom ice cube.
Yeah.
Ah, tongue stuck.
I can slash the dagger in the air before them and cast out freezing fog. But these come at a risk because I can only use them once. So, unfortunately, I don't think I'd risk doing a lot of this. However,
How long does the environmental effects of the shield last? If I know I've only got 3 charges, I'm rereading it, but oh, it says lasts an hour, so I could probably it resets every day, so I've probably got 3 charges left. So I'll put one up, and that I can choose 3 physical damage types. So I assume fire, and then we'll do poison and radiant. Maybe that'll give us a bit of respite.
Yep.
Not radiant.
As
I'll do
Val
necrotic
puts
because
this
of all the
up-
dead.
Yeah. As Val puts this 30-foot radius up from the shield, the heat does lessen slightly.
Did you?
I've got an environmental effect dampener thing.
Yeah, but you said something about undead.
It gives 3 non-physical damage types resistance to that, basically. So I've done fire. I don't remember what this. Poison
and radiant.
Well, I changed radiant to necrotic.
To necrotic, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
fine.
I'm immune to necrotic anyway, but...
Yeah, but
fire,
if something
nice.
crawls out the ground and bites you, then
Yeah, if it does necrotic damage, I won't take any damage.
right
Yeah, but for everyone else.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that.
As you
So does that mean I'm immune to fire now? So I'm not going to get fucked over by this evil fire that likes to kill undead? Because
this shielding takes the edge off the heat, and as you walk,
Okay.
you no longer feel like the hairs on your arm are burning off. You are now just hot. And as you continue walking, after an hour, though it is like I say, just like a desert here, and normally you would make fairly good time, the ash is so soft underfoot, it makes walking difficult.
wait a second. I've got winged boots. I'm
Yeah.
gonna fly.
Which lasts for an
I
hour.
would fly, but I feel like my wings would just turn to ash if
Yep.
I did, so I'm
As
not
you-
going to.
As you turn your winged boots on and you hover just above the ash, you kick up the ash all around as the wind flows down onto them.
Okay, let's
and
not do
everyone
that.
else.
Vienna, why
begins
are
to
you
choke.
doing this to us?
I was trying to make a shortcut. It didn't work.
But after an hour's walk, you feel like you've maybe only made half the progress you normally would from this soft ash under your feet, not giving enough traction.
I mean, we don't
Does
even know if
anyone
we're
know any
walking in
bird
the right
calls?
direction, to be fair.
Can you summon
Come
the
on.
phoenix?
Right, now, I was tracking the gems before, right?
Mhm.
Obviously, these new gems are new, but I have knowledge of them. So, can I try and use the threads to see which direction we would most likely go in, and just hope and pray that that is the right direction? You know what I mean? Like, looking at the most... I'm confident that we can win, and I feel like the decisions that we've made, the thickest thread is probably the route that's going to take us to where we need to go, and I'm just gambling on that. Can
Go
I
ahead,
try and see
as
if I
you-
can give us a direction?
As you,
Because at the moment we're just walking around aimlessly.
as you activate sea threads, make me a perception check with advantage. Which, knowing your reliable talent, is just going to be ridiculous, but still. Yeah, it's at least a 23, let's put it that way. 26.
26.
Looking through at the threads, you see thousands of threads around here coming from the ashes and the bones at your feet that are burning.
Just death.
They're just
Yeah.
burning and turning to more ash on the wind. However, you see in the distance, in the direction you're walking, a convergence of hundreds of tiny red glowing fiery threads.
That's what
You can't see where they join or where they meet, but they are flowing through the sky towards one location.
I'm just kind of like going like this and like reaching out as if I'm arranging threads, and then I'm just gonna be like, nosebleed. I think we're going in the right direction that way. That most threads go that way.
How far do you reckon that is?
I don't know, but let's just keep going in that direction, and I think that we will find what we need.
DM?
You're just going to
So-
try and dimension door or something.
With the perception check that was given,
Please.
it will and the pace that you guys have been walking, it will likely be another 5 hours of walking to get to that location.
How many feet could we get away with? Perhaps 500 feet?
Give us something, man.
You can use your gate or dimension door if you want, but in the
not gonna
hour
get
you've been
far.
in the hour
Yeah.
you've been walking across this ash, you've probably covered 2 miles.
Right, okay, it's not really going to make a
So you think
yeah.
you've got another 10 to 12 miles before you're even within sight of whatever this is.
We need to just keep pushing. We can't stop now. If we die here, we die here. Like, we can only do our best, right?
Fiona gets a new sense of frustration and
You cut out halfway
You
through
cut
that.
off partway
We,
through.
we got up to the word frustration,
Oh, I don't know
and
why.
then
yeah, Fiona's going to try and make a break for it. She's like, we're running out of time. So she's going to
Let's
try
just
and
keep going. I mean, it's been like maybe 2-3 days. Like, we have 10. Yeah, no, fuck it. She's right. Let's run. Try.
Okay.
let's try
As
and
you-
get there.
As you guys start to run, I'm assuming Val, you put up another hour's worth of your shield.
Yeah, I also have a question.
I feel like running might be counterintuitive, but yeah.
I also have another question. Is Ert's pendant reacting in any kind of way?
No,
Okay.
not currently.
Oh, fair enough.
As you guys begin to run, the ash under your feet seems to resist even more, and though you are moving quicker,
Oh, Christ. This is going to be one of those things where
You are just-
running is actually slower than walking.
you are getting hot and sweaty, and though Val's shield is taking the edge off, you get the feeling if you keep running like this, you will cover distance quicker, but there may be risks involved.
I must have something.
Slow and steady wins the race, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, guess we'll back to walk then.
I mean, is there any, like,
I mean,
animals?
to-
Something must survive here, right?
To
Can
tell
we
you,
just,
to
like,
tell you
tame
mechanically,
something and
you
run?
guys are welcome to run, and it will cut your travel time by half to only 2.5 hours. However, for each hour, you will take a level of exhaustion.
Ain't worth it, no.
No. Okay, we'll just.
If we end up getting to the Phoenix and we're just dead because we hit level... Is it 6 levels? How many levels of exhaustion kills you?
It's 6
Oh,
levels
yeah.
of exhaustion kills you.
Yeah, I know in my
And
dice rolls
doing
and shit, well,
doing
yeah.
2.5 hours, you would take 2 full levels of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth being at that kind of disadvantage.
We'll just-
We just have to persevere. Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Should,
Can create food and water, right?
if you
Uh,
have
just
spell
going to-
prepared, yeah.
I don't think she's got that spell prepared at the moment.
Mhm.
I can check.
I'm just thinking because it creates quite a lot, so it could be useful to get some water.
Can't freeze
Nope.
anything, yeah.
I have.
As for the
Uh,
question about animals, yeah, there are no animals visible anywhere. There is no life
just thinking like we
visible.
just find some fucking worm and just tame it and fucking
Well,
ride
you-
on its back.
above the ashes, you see nothing. Whether there's anything below, you are unsure.
Nothing we can use, so
I guess we just have to keep pushing in that
Just keep-
direction. And
yeah,
hope
we're
we
just
get there
gonna
in time.
keep
There's nothing
going.
else we can do. If we fucking die,
Yeah.
then this sucks. But like,
You push on for another hour, and now as you keep pushing and pushing, eventually Val's shield flickers and the heat comes rushing back in. Val, you have 1 use left, and you still have 4 more hours to walk.
I feel like this is a test, man. We just need to keep going. Maybe this is what
We'll
proves
do
us
an hour
worth.
without and see how we get on.
See how we get on, yeah.
Okay.
We have to push on. There's nothing
Pushing
else.
on and walking, the heat is intense, and now it's no longer just warm, it's no longer just hot. You can feel your body's beginning to burn.
You'll remember that 40-degree heat wave that we had in the UK that nearly killed everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, this is 10 times worse than that.
So,
Right, it's not
Everyone-
specified in here, Paddy, but how long, if I was to do the once per day, the user can invoke the spirit of winter and summon a storm around themselves for a radius of 60 feet. The user chooses who this storm does and doesn't affect. The storm halves the speed of blah, 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 blah. It doesn't actually say how, I'm going to assume it's concentration. For
I
however
would
long?
say it would probably, maximum I would allow that to last is 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay, don't worry about that then.
Also, after another hour's walking without the shield, like I say, you can all feel your skin beginning to cook and burn. Everyone is going to take 7 points of fire damage, except for those with resistance, who will obviously take half. Talia,
So,
your undead nature
I'm
seems to be
undead, so-
affected even more. You take 14 points of fire damage, halved to 7, because of your natural resistance. But you are feeling the burn and the
Yeah, yeah.
actual like flesh being cooked more than everyone else.
Maybe I am going to turn into that zombie version of myself if we keep here any longer.
You now have 3 hours left to walk.
Keep going. Don't stop.
Yeah,
About anything.
keep
we
going.
Keep going.
As you
We
keep
must push on.
walking, you eventually come alongside one of these massive charred skulls, and it is gargantuan. It is roughly probably 50 feet in height, and you are
Man.
walking past. You can see it partially buried in the ash. However, it is hollow, and it would
Does it
provide
give a respite?
some shade if you wanted it. Whether it would be cool in there or whether it would be an oven, you would have to discover.
Is it,
Just keep going, get this over with.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's keep going. Yeah. We need to
Okay.
get where we need to go. We don't have time to be. We just have to push on.
Okay, another hour passes.
Just bear in mind I have 59 health left.
Everyone is going to take 12 points of fire damage, 6 for Val, 12 for
How much
Talia,
did-
because yours would have been double that anyway. As the,
47.
now you can feel like the hair on your head beginning to actually light on fire and beginning to burn away. Bits of your flesh are developing like second-degree burns. Bits of your gear is beginning to burn and char. Little flames keep popping up on your clothing.
this is horrendous.
Do I need to? Shall I pop
Stop.
the last hour?
Let's just keep going.
Do-
No, save it, Val. We can push on.
As you
We
walk
don't
for
know
the
what
last
we're going to
hour,
be facing later.
you eventually are going to all take 10 points of fire damage for everyone, including Talia, half for Val, so 5 for Val.
That's not right. 45,
I am going
not
to
15.
cast Cure Wounds on myself because I am not doing good right now. Oh, yay, that really saved me. Not.
But as you reach the end of this hour and the ash ahead of you settles, you can now see in the distance what looks like what might have at one point been a cluster of spinal columns, but have now melted and fused together into a massive charred bone mountain.
Okay.
And at the top of it, you can see what looks almost like the glow of a radiant fire.
I
You
think
would-
that looks like a phoenix nest to me, I hope. Shall we climb?
Caca.
Oh, where's that from? That's from a movie, isn't
Yeah,
it? The
evolution.
Yeah.
Caca.
Oh, is it Plan 10? 10 is what one, wasn't it?
Selenium,
Is it-
selenium, which
Selenium,
is the main
yeah,
thing
yeah.
in
It's
Head
in
and Shoulders or
Captain,
something.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
I knew it was shampoo that was
Yeah.
somehow what be the giant starfish thing.
Yeah.
God, that was a classic movie.
That was.
I want to rewatch that at some point. That's a lot. How old is that film?
Freaking
like
old.
2001.
Quite old.
I feel like that's
2001.
aging us quite a lot.
My God. We've all just aged ourselves.
We're all just
Yeah.
so old right now.
Yeah, it's 2001 because I was watching clips from Evolution the other day.
Oh,
Right.
Movies like that. Anyway,
Thank you, Lou.
anyway let's climb, man.
As you reach the base of this fused bone mountain and look up, it is going to be at least a 200 feet climb.
Oh, can we
You
not
can
get
s-
it?
I'm just gonna climb up, slide back down,
I-
climb up, slide back
Before
down.
we start climbing the mountain, let's just make sure that we've gone in the right direction, because I prepared this spell thingy because we're aware of what it looks like since we've seen the other
Do you
version.
have find the path?
I have locate object.
Okay.
Which locates it
So-
within 1,000 feet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you cast locate object.
Just a
And
quick
you
warning to anybody
immediately-
watching the stream: my computer's acting funny again, so if we suddenly go off, that's just
Well,
Bear with us.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna confirm. So locate object goes.
It
off,
is
and it-
19 minutes past 10, and we did
I-
half of it
yeah,
before
I was.
10, so.
I was getting to a
Moving
finishing
to
point
it,
anyway.
yeah.
That's a good point.
As you activate locate object, you get a positive ping from right on the top of this bone structure. But as you do, Xandal, and you look up, you suddenly notice this bone structure is not solid. It is riddled with tunnels, and from within one you hear a hiss as a chitinous leg reaches out, and a number of weird crab-like spiders poke their heads out of the holes, mandibles glowing with fire as they look out at you. This climb is not going to be as easy as you'd hoped. And
I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be easy anyway, but okay.
that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh shit, bro.
Great.
Anyway, hope you have all helped a rather self-reflective session and deep looking into
Characters
character
just got therapy,
development.
and now they're gonna get trauma all over again.
Yeah. What can I say? I had fun.
They're gonna be like sat in the corner, rocking back towards, going.
This is a perfectly good party. You gave it anxiety.
Yay! Anxiety.
But obviously, keep an eye on the socials and stuff for next session. We will obviously figure that out between ourselves. But obviously, you know, life is life and stuff happens. So we'll be back when we're back. But until then, check out the back catalogue. Start the campaign from the beginning or near the beginning.
Just bear with us, because you know we all start somewhere, and it took a while for us to not like talk over. I mean, we still talk over each other, me especially. I know it's a problem. But yeah, like we weren't on camera until like 3.
Yeah,
it was when
must be about
Aaron joined.
3.
And
Yeah, it
there
was
are at
Aaron.
least 2
I think,
finale
yeah.
missing episodes, but most of our back catalogue is on there.
Yeah. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Enjoy your own games. Stay safe. And bye for now.
bye.
Bye.